1, 2, 3, 4. Down to the VHS. VHS. Out of the VHS. The 18 of my business. I was out of the house and doing stuff. Smoking the Wi-Fi beverages. And I guess that's the way it goes. Fucking crack, send it up on the Meningococcal. Down to the VHS, VHS, out of the VHS.
Okay.
Greetings. Hello. Is this it? Are we here? Is it episode 2 now?
This is episode 2.
Oh man, after last week's episode, I got so drunk, I woke up in the bathtub, had no idea where I was.
I got lost as well.
Yeah, silly cat. Upside down.
I woke up in the bathtub with him.
Yeah.
So...
Ugh. How's your week been?
It's not too bad, not too bad.
Cool.
I'm less tired this week, I think, than I was last week, so that's good. How about you? What have you been up to?
Watching old VHS rips, right? Not really. Not doing any of that.
No? Not even going on any adventures or anything?
No adventures. Our lockdown thing has eased up, but we haven't really done anything about it, really.
No.
How are we going to start the show? We got to figure this out.
Yeah.
How do we go from just talking...
We need to figure something out so we can
nonsense.
Start. Yeah, but I'm happy to go with just some banter at the start. I mean...
Banter's fine, but we have to be able to segue into like, oh, here we go. How's your health been?
Are we segueing right at the start then? Are we fishing for it from the get-go?
No, I'm not fishing from the get-go. I don't know what...
No, that's cool.
We could count on our fingers. But yeah, last week we did kid shit.
We could talk about how, you sent me a video yesterday.
I did. Oh, you want to preview in words what might come in the future?
Well, of course. I think it's exciting. I think it was
okay. So
I've never seen something and been both so bored and so excited at the same time.
So yeah, I didn't turn the camera around to the front camera, so it's just like my nipple and whatever was behind me when I was illegally filming this poor old lady. But I found this lady on Gumtree that was giving away. Not giving away. I freaking paid for those, and I had to bargain her down as well. $20 for about 10 videos that her mother used to be a ballroom dancer and a ballroom dancer judge, and she's filmed local ballroom dancers around where we live. So there's some from Leopold, there's some from Colac, there's some from Maryborough, there's some from Geelong, all over the place here. So I grabbed all those videos and I had a discussion with her about her mum and what they did. Bored but excited. Is there a word for that?
Yeah, I feel like Christmas with the grandparents.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. So yeah, I filmed the video. Pete watched it. He loved it, but he also hated it.
It's one of those things where not only it wasn't that interesting. In terms of things that are exciting, there was no explosions. There was no particularly funny bits. It was just a thing where it was well, this isn't that exciting. But then there's also the boring side of it. Just knowing that because now we have all these ballroom tapes, we have to watch.
Well, that's the thing. That's the exact
all of these ballroom
feeling you're going to get again each time we watch one of these ballroom tapes. So
that's it.
We're going to have to watch these one every couple of months or something, because they're going to be excruciating and no one else is going to watch them every freaking week, or even one day. It's going to be nuts.
Maybe one day, we'll wait a while, but maybe one day we can convince, we can convince Tori that we can do a all day stream, and
No,
We
because the
will
all-day
just get-
stream I've already...
Well, we could do more than one.
Okay, well, we do this thing at the moment where you choose one, I choose one, because I chose kid shit last week, and you put in the request for medical shit this week. But,
Tori wants to watch Ballroom Dancing with us.
Oh, good. You
So
watch
we'll have
it
to
with
drop
us.
the baby off with your parents.
But my vote for an all-day stream is I have 3 videotapes about positive vibes and dealing with depression, and each goes for 3 hours, and it's part of a series.
That's
volume
just
1, 2,
going to
and
make
3.
me more depressed.
Yeah, that's that's 9 hours worth. And I was thinking, do we do these one at a time, or should we just do a long stream for that? With enough beer, I'll do anything.
Touche.
So yeah, you requested this week's lineup. You still don't know what tapes I've got, but you requested that we do medical shit this week.
Yeah, I don't remember requesting it, but I must have, because otherwise you wouldn't have made it a thing.
Well, yeah. So that means that I get to choose what the theme is next week, unless somebody puts in a
Redeems
request.
their channel points.
Yeah.
That is quite expensive, I think. So let's see.
The channel icon's right over your face, by the way.
Wait, what?
What channel icon?
Wanted to stop by and say hi. What's up, Chris? By the way, and the channel icon appears directly over Pete's face.
Yeah, it does.
What do you mean? Wait.
We can't see that though.
Yeah, it's not on my end. Hopefully, it's not a thing that's actually popping.
It might
up
be
on
like, on Twitch, how it says Twitch over your face.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, that's not our fault. The
Look,
video's
I don't
going to
care.
look better. You can watch it again later. You're going to work, so you have to watch the YouTube version anyway, which there won't be a channel icon on that, so it's all good.
I hope
We
not.
don't need to see your face.
Yeah, I shaved my hair, so I look kind of fucked up.
Yeah, Sam's a little upset about that.
It's too warm during the hotter months.
It is, although it rained on me this morning. We're going to say about hotter months, and I got my Hawaiian shirt on, but yeah, it's not warm today.
Anyway, so what are we watching today? As you
Okay,
said,
so we're
medical shit.
watching medical shit. And the first video that I've brought with me is called "Living with Asthma." The first thing that comes in my mind right here is this little star here. It says, "You've read the book, now see the video." Which there's two things wrong with this. Firstly, don't assume what I've done. I have not read this book.
Well, then we're not allowed to watch it.
Yeah. But the second thing is, as people, general public, we're not meant to watch this video. This video was released for doctors to show children. So this one was actually Dr. What's his name there? Dr. A.G.D.I. Stefan from
Right.
Lawrence Street in Leopold. He's still a doctor. I looked him up. Didn't think about calling him because it's not that interesting. This is his old tape. Nobody cares about that. But
Maybe you should call him and ask if he's got any more.
that's the thing. If he got rid of this one, he probably got rid of all of his tapes.
Unless he found some.
But this tape is produced by a company called Allen and Hanbury's. They have an Australian outlet as well as they're actually based in the UK. But what they are is, back in the 1800s, this company used to make those licorice mints that are meant to be, snake oil, they'll cure your ails sort of thing.
Will they cure the AIDS?
The AIDS? I said ails, but sure.
No, yeah, but I was asking if they'll cure the AIDS. Because if so, we should go back.
It was snake oil. It was one of those things where it would cure anything. But over the...
So it would cure AIDS.
Yeah, sure. If they
If
had
I have a
AIDS back
friend
then.
with AIDS,
That they would claim that. Would have claimed that back in the 1800s. Fast
so
forward
I can relax. Exactly, Chris.
Fast forward to a little bit later today. They are actually the inventors of the asthma pump.
Huh.
Which means that this video is advertisement that they give to doctors
Oh, boy.
to tell kids to take the asthma pump so that they get more sales.
Oh,
Presented.
boy. But actually, the interesting thing about that, though, is you couldn't just buy them over the counter until somewhat recent compared to at least. Like, you couldn't in the 90s. So whatever this is for, this is definitely like, what, 80s, 90s?
This was done in the mid-90s, yes.
So at that point, you couldn't just go into a chemist and pick one up.
No, so that's why it's given to doctors to show to kids, to say, hey, doctors, give these kids the prescriptions for asthma pumps.
Yeah, right.
So that they could get more sales. Anything else about asthma you want to talk about? I mean, you've got your
It's
own
not
pump.
fun.
No, it's not fun. It does exist. So,
Are you sure?
no.
I might just be making
Not
it
actually. I believe horror movies more than I believe real science sometimes, and the horror movies say it's just hydroxide. Eat battery acid, creep.
Eat battery acid.
So the video has some asthmatic athletics give their testimonials on how asthma pumps help them in their...
I'm hoping there's someone exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. I can tell you who. Gavin Brown, who was a footballer from Collingwood. Never heard of him. Okay. Steve Mortimer, who was an Australian rugby league captain. Yep.
Cool.
One of the Susie Manori, who swam the English Channel. She's an Australian swimmer.
Oh, okay. That's more exciting than the first two.
Okay, so there's some of the people that you might know. I'll go into who actually hosts the video in a second, but before that...
I'm excited now.
I want to do a really boring read. So as I said before I got into who's actually in the tape, it's just a big advertisement on getting the asthma pump. But it says here on the back, the information given in this video and any other accompanying documentation, that's the book we haven't seen, right?
Yeah.
Is for guidance only. Although all reasonable care has been taken in preparation, production, and presentation, viewers are advised to seek further advice with regard to the specific matters. Neither Galaxo, who's the guys who made the video, nor the participants in the production, that's all the famous people we see, undertake the video or accompanying documentation, including errors, omissions therein have caused, permission should, blah, blah, blah. If you take the drug and you get sick because you watch this video, it's not their fault, basically.
Your own bee.
So they're all like, yeah, of course you need an asthma pump if you've got asthma, but ultimately they're not taking any responsibility for that.
Nor should they. Companies should be completely absolved of any responsibility.
We're about to get into this, but two more things to talk about.
One real quick, just thanks for the follows, Nick Yoke and what is that, Crystal Blank? Thanks for the follows. Appreciate that.
You know what's interesting? When I was in school, I used to hate doing talks, but this is my favourite part. I know you told me I should keep some of this information for when we get bored in the video. They only go for half an hour, and I just love this.
That's fine. No, you do you. You do you.
Okay, so this video is presented by Peter Phelps. Do you know who Peter Phelps is?
Nope.
He's an asthmatic actor. He was in Water Rats. He was
Never watched it.
Underbelly. But most people would know him as he was a hunk from Baywatch.
He was a hunk.
He was one of the Australian Baywatch hunks.
Let's go.
Yep, and it is also co-produced, hold on, that's not the word. Hosted, thank you. Co-hosted by none other than that ugly, rude piece of crap puppet, Aggro.
Bullshit.
Hey!
Finally, a name that I get really excited about.
So, as Australians, we know who Aggro is because we grew up. He was presented as a children's puppet, right? But
very close to a Muppet.
Very close to a Muppet. He looks like Oscar the Grouch, but brown, and he's as lewd
Far
and
more
rude. He is sexist. He is racist. He is a complete asshole. When I was growing up and he disappeared off TV, I always thought there was some sort of thing where he got taken off TV because he used to grab the co-host of his Aggro shows, but like sexually harass her on the show. He used to basically be an asshole to her, where she would get kind of angry. She'd take him. He was known for breaking the fourth wall as well. Like she would take the puppet off the hand, and the hand would like continue to flap. But when I was reading up about Aggro, just so I had something interesting to talk about, I couldn't find any lawsuit. I couldn't find.
No, there wouldn't have been a lawsuit.
I couldn't find any newspaper articles about how he was taken off. In fact, he still is Aggro. And he does a radio show without the puppet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Absolutely. But I did find that what they had to do when we used to watch the shows when it was a kid's show is they had to vet the shows.
Of course.
Which meant that he would do it and they would watch it and cut out all the rudeness and obscenities. And I tell you what, people who worked at station channels might even have these videos of all the cutout bits. There. Yeah, all the cutout bits. I'm sure.
I've seen it.
I'm sure Reese has got a couple of copies of them since he's got the Coon guy. But oh my god, that sounds like something that I'd like to watch. Is just
if we can find that, I would love to watch that for sure.
Sexist jerk, but he was already a racist, sexist jerk when we watched the show as kids. So
he was already uncomfortable at times.
So this is a big staple of Australian culture, especially early 90s. We're gonna watch Living with Asthma. I think we can press play now. Sorry about the half an hour spiel.
That was fun. I like that.
The spiel went for longer than the video's gonna be. Yeah, get that tracking. Oh, nice 3D animation.
Sounds beautiful.
I like having the.
Just let us know if I need to fix the audio levels up.
Yeah, when you.
Well, everything's always going to have like different audio levels, and it's going to be hard to.
And there's way too many cat cables for what we're doing here.
I have this tangled mess.
Ooh, we got to watch some football. Did I put the wrong tape in?
Yeah.
70s football, back when they all had mustaches.
Yeah.
Swim that channel.
I'm going for a swim.
When she gets out, she's covered in feces and condoms, right?
Yeah, probably, huh?
Yeah. Get it. So that's the Collingwood
Goal!
guy. Steve Mortimer. Anyone who gives a crap about Australian sport will know who that is. I don't.
I don't know who any of these people are, honestly.
Living with Asthma.
When's the sequel Dying with Asthma coming out?
That's the next one.
Oh,
Sorry.
I came here to talk about asthma.
That's right, asthma.
Oh,
Asthma is inside
Yeah.
you, in your lungs. All right?
In
If
the
you're
lungs.
watching this video, you've probably got asthma, but you're not alone.
I
Did you
do.
know that 1 in 10 Australian adults have asthma, and 1 in 5 children in Australia have
I are a
asthma?
children.
Well, you might be...
You are not a children. You are a dumbass puppet.
I am. I've had it since I was a kid.
Have you?
Yep,
Asthma?
yeah, I've had it all my life. And it hasn't stopped me from doing all the things I want to do. You know Gavin Brown?
Collingwood.
Is that any better?
footballer.
Famous Collingwood footballer.
Yes, it's Collingwood
Way up. Make it too much.
The Maggies.
We know how to play the game.
That's right. He's an asthmatic.
Is he?
Yeah.
Of course, Agro's a Collingwood supporter.
Years of age when I realised
Ugh.
that I first
I remember my
That's for all the
band,
racists and...
my band played a show in Collingwood once.
Yeah.
Once. Never went back. It was scary.
Did you get bricks thrown at you?
That was the scariest place I've ever been, but anyway.
I ran out to Mum and told her my problem.
Well, when
Charlie,
I first
problem?
found out I had asthma because I was born with asthma, my parents straight away put me into swimming lessons.
Hi, I'm Steve Mortimer, and like
Good.
Susie and Gavin, I'm an asthmatic. But that didn't stop
Is that
me
a little
playing
bit too
for the
loud?
Canterbury Bankstown
What?
Rugby League Club, and also for my country, and allowing me to do the things I want to do after football.
I like how
I've
Tori's our
never read a
director.
script in my
Please
life.
tell me, what is asthma?
What is asthma? Well, simply put, it means breathing difficulty.
Breathing difficulty?
Oh.
You mean like with that pipe what goes down right down in your lungs?
What's the jelly beans
yeah.
about? Are they going to do a diabetes episode after this one?
Oh god, I hope so.
I want that one as well.
Okay.
All right? Let's
I got the diabetes.
This is definitely post
Right,
Baywatch,
here's the
huh?
windpipe.
That's
That's
the
a trunk.
windpipe. That's the trunk.
I guess.
Okay? Now,
He looks a
maybe
little
the
too old
trunk
to be a hunk,
gets
I
more
suppose.
narrow and more
That's
narrow,
it.
So less air can get in and out.
You start to go,
That's
Oh.
right. You start to sneeze and stuff like that.
yeah, I always have to do
All right.
these before I go
So
out.
let's stick with the tree. The tree has branches.
He's being very polite.
And that, oh, I know, and they
Compared
go
to
down
what we
to
know in
air
there.
sacs.
Your air sacs.
Lots
That's
of
your
leaves. Yes,
The
yes.
leaves, okay? Now, your air sacs are what brings the oxygen in and lets the carbon dioxide go out. All right?
Do you think this is during aggro or post aggro?
That's probably toward the
Well,
arse
let's
end
say
of it, if
that,
anything.
You and I, who have asthma, we have much more sensitive air.
What
tubes
have
than you.
asthma?
Yeah, but sensitive.
You and I, what have asthma?
Man, Peter, please, I don't understand.
Well, listen, more sensitive, and we overreact to things like what we call triggers.
Triggers.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what they are.
Things like cold air, pollen,
Like racism.
dust mites,
That's my
cigarette
trigger. Arrgh.
exercise,
Karens.
pets. My
Pets.
asthma is triggered off by smog in the city and sometimes cold air at
Uh-huh.
night. If it's
So
really
don't go to
bad,
Melbourne,
I
that's
start
for
getting
sure.
very wheezy and a little bit tight in the chest.
So, what happens
Send
to
it to
you
China,
during
he'll
an
be
asthma
right.
attack?
Oh
This is
dear.
what happens. When a trigger
You can't breathe
sucks
the air in
pollen
Los
from
Angeles,
cigarette
but a
smoke
million people think they
into air
can.
tubes.
Mm.
It causes the muscles around them to tighten. Your air tubes become narrow, and the air can't move freely through them, making breathing difficult, and you experience tightness in the
There's something
chest,
about
shortness of breath,
bad
and
2D
easy
animation
breathing.
where I just kind of want to shut up and
As
watch
your
it.
asthma gets worse,
It's,
your
it's kind of what we were taught on at school.
Yeah.
all this
What we've been
inflammation, swelling,
conditioned
this
to
makes
watch.
your air tubes even narrower, and it's even more difficult to breathe.
Oh, yuck. Very good.
Oh,
No,
oh,
it'll
damn
get
it.
worse if you don't
Excuse
control
me. Ah, my nose
How
isn't
you
full of
have an
yuck
asthma
anymore.
attack then?
it. Well,
Like, how do you know when it's starting and stuff?
Well, I can start with a runny nose or a cold or, say, a viral infection.
Oh, that's simple, eh?
Yeah,
A
well,
what?
I get it when I have exercise. You can have exercise-induced asthma, it's called. Other signs are like
Oh,
wheezing
no.
or especially when you're breathing
mean you
out,
ran
might
too
have a
fast
dry
and you've
cough
lost
or
your
you
breath?
cough at night.
Oh, Anatoly does that.
But he runs in slow motion, doesn't he?
You know
Dun,
what
dun,
happens when I
dun,
do it as
dun,
well, up just
dun.
before exercise. My chest
I never
gets
actually
tight,
watched
my
Baywatch.
shoulders
Neither did
come
I.
up and I start to wheeze.
I might like porno,
When
but
I'm having an
Baywatch is
attack,
fucking
I'd
sick.
be very tight in the chest, sometimes a little bit panicky, very wheezy, and then I'd have to use my puffer.
Yeah, but what can the doctor do, though?
Well, he can prescribe...
Is that the actual term for what it is?
Buffer.
Puffer. No, that's so Australian, isn't it? It's a ventilator, right?
So what do they do?
A reliever.
No, but that's the different types of.
Yeah, I know.
Because
I had two.
Yeah.
Preventers.
Did
and
you ever
relievers.
have the preventer that looked like a disc and you went with the disc?
No.
I had one of those.
Sounds kind
Back
of cool,
when I
though.
first had
Use
asthma,
my
because I only get
relief
asthma
puffer,
post
Ventolin,
bronchital in
whenever I feel an attack coming on, or I'm just about to train. By using that, it makes me breathe a lot
He's
easier.
just about to
If
be
I
a
need
train.
my Ventolin, I just take that whenever I need it. So at the same time, I was training and taking my medicine.
You know.
A Ventolin gives
Oh,
you
yeah.
immediate relief from the symptoms of asthma, but doesn't treat
You
the inflammation or the cause of your asthma. That's where we come to your ones, the preventers.
Yeah.
Now these are called,
Ooh.
wait for it, inhaled corticosteroids.
Wait for it.
Ha! I could have told you that.
Ubecatide and beclofort puffers.
Steroids.
and other
Not those type of steroids, aggro.
antiinflammatories treat the
What?
inflammation and swelling and reduce the mucus buildup in your air tubes.
This isn't Sesame Street for
Will help
sure.
control your asthma.
I'd like to watch a Sesame Street episode about asthma, though.
Have to remember that it'll
I'll bring a
take
Sesame
couple of
Street
weeks
video
before
one
the
day.
inflammation
I'm sure
and
I've got some
swelling in your
somewhere.
air tubes is controlled. That's why it's important to take your Becatide and Beclofort regularly, as your doctor says.
I use my preventative puffer, Becatide, every day to keep my asthma under control.
Oh, so
Under
Becatide
control.
and Beclofort keep you
That
under
was totally a
control.
line
Right.
read.
Am I getting this
The whole thing is, have you not noticed?
Oh no, of course it is, but
He's
that one was
totally
like
reading.
that was the worst one
They
so
do
far.
read.
I take a.
So-
I suppose we're only 7 minutes in, but
spray in the morning, which is a Beclofort, and that's just mainly to control or to make sure that I don't get
Nice
attacks
hair,
going on,
buddy.
So that prevents the asthma.
mullet time.
Whereas when
This is
I'm
back when
just
all
about to play
sports
sport
people had
or
mullets.
during the day.
Well,
I take
Foster's
a,
was still in the country at that point.
Oh yeah, because we
Still
sold
buy it
Foster's
here.
off to UK, didn't we?
I thought it was like Vietnam or something.
Oh, but they only sell it in like UKs and stuff. We
Yeah.
don't get it here anymore.
You can get it in some places.
Yeah, but like it's
It
not
tastes like water.
It's not a regular. Yeah, it's like making love in a leaky canoe.
First of all, you start the indicator down on 0.
What's that?
Right down
It's like making love in a leaky canoe.
You, take a big breath in.
Yeah.
And you blow out
fucking
really
close to
fast.
water.
Another thing is that you can call it a PFM for short.
PFM.
Peak foam.
I was just interested in what this device actually is. I've never seen it before.
My wife hates it when I tell that joke because I usually tell it to her dad.
Now to record it, you use.
You've never used one of these?
Never.
Your doctor will give you this.
I used to use it back.
Okay.
I don't know why I was in hospital, but there was something where I had to test. It basically tells you how
That's
strong your
right, you
lungs
use the
are.
best of 3, you
Oh,
take
cool.
your
Yeah,
read,
what up, Miss
And
Man?
then you take your Ventolin.
What is that? Emojis.
5 minutes later.
It looks like the
blow into
diabetes.
the PFM again, like you did before,
Oof.
and you record the best of 3.
It's a sneeze. It's a sneeze emoji.
Looks like it,
Yeah,
huh?
I've got that. I've
Did
got
he just
that.
come in
I
as I
understood
sneezed?
all of that.
It's not that complicated. You simply take a deep
It's not that
breath
complicated.
in,
You just give it
blow out
a good
into
suck.
the PFM as
Yeah,
fast
blow
as
it
you
in.
can,
Blow
and
into
you
it like
record
that.
the best
Just
of
like that.
3 readings on an asthma record chart.
Only the best of 3.
Then you take Ventolin.
I would be recording the
5
worst,
minutes
being like,
later,
alright.
blow
I
into
want
the
to get better,
PFM
you know. This is how bad I can be.
And again,
What if
You
I
know,
have, like-
sports people, they always want best of 3, right?
What if I have 2 shit ones?
Now, you
Yeah.
start doing
And then
that
one
in the
that
morning.
is like
Brushing
perfect.
Brushing the teeth.
Well, that means that all your shit
Well,
times,
it can be fun.
Yeah, but I don't brush my
we
teeth.
don't care about those.
Why not?
We're not going to
Yeah, I
help
can
you
tell,
fix yourself.
really.
So, Peter, these
Yeah.
puffer things here, is it important you use them correctly?
Of course, your doctor will show you how to use them.
No, it's not important. You can put it in your butthole, it'll still work.
The open mouth technique or the
might.
closed mouth technique.
No, you shouldn't
Might
be
just
afraid
give
of
you
your
gas.
butthole.
Which are
Okay.
those two, all right?
I mean, I saw a show where a guy put a tube up his butt and he like put some air in just so he could make loud farts.
The cab.
It worked.
That sounds
You
fun.
Take the cab off, that's step 1.
Yeah, shake it up again. Take your breath out. Put your head back so your windpipe's open. And breathe.
We'll do it with him.
Ready? Wait for a little while, and then just breathe out normally.
And that gets it right.
That's right. Then you wait a minute,
I did it.
Again. Your doctor will show you
Cool.
how many times after that if you need to.
Okay, open mouth technique, please, sir.
Open mouth technique.
We got a
Once again,
bit of
cover
echo
up.
again. We got
All
that
right.
thing
Don't
going.
forget to take the cap off. That's
Or is
step
it just
one.
a video?
Shake it up again.
That's my step one. Take the cap off.
Shake it up and down. Again, get ready to press down the metal canister. Hold it about 2 centimetres away from your open mouth. And breathe.
What?
All right. And then
That's
breathe
not a
out
thing.
gently afterwards.
Is that a thing?
That's only a thing if you're borrowing someone else's Ventolin.
Like actors do.
Yeah.
Take your friends with you, is what people used to say.
Thank you, Scarlett.
We're so closed off. Why we got our arms crossed?
Very good.
Thank you.
There might be actor
I just
asthmatics like me.
generally sit like
And the
this
reason
while I
we
watch
look in the mirror
things.
to do it with our asthma spray is to see if
I
we can
guess
miss the
one of us
spray,
has to
so
not,
you know
otherwise
you're
we look
doing it right, okay?
tough as shit.
Do it
Because it's
again.
important to get the
What,
mist
tough guys,
down
huh?
there.
Right.
Want to be a tough guy, huh?
What is this big plastic
Alright.
thing?
This thing that looks like a reject from
It's a space
Tupperware
bar.
party that we've been looking at is the Vulcan spacer.
Did you ever have Tupperware parties when you were younger?
I never went to any. My mum used to go to them though.
Go to them. My family would host them, which means there were random people at my house.
That sounds terrible.
And I would come out as a child and be like, what's going on? And then they would give me this plastic thing I could open jars with. And I'm like, cool, alright. I'll wrap this around my cock and experiment with.
Sounds good to me.
And you shake your puffer.
You
remove
do?
the dust cap
Puffer.
off, put it
I
to your
really do not like the fact that they're using Australian colloquialisms for this.
Breathe out.
Of course they
And
are.
pump the
I have a
dose in,
feeling that most
take a
Aussie
deep breath
videos are
in,
going to have
like this.
Australian colloquialisms.
Yeah. Especially ones like this that are made for kids to watch.
Now, I don't mean to jump forward, but this next video, I saw a review on the internet. They said, take 2 Panadol. And like, no one knows what Panadol is unless they're Australian, apparently, because it's a brand name association.
Oh. Are you sure it's not an international company?
Well, the review,
Breathe out.
I'm not sure, but the review said,
like
like,
this.
that's an Australian colloquialism.
Right, okay.
Can you hear the magpies in the background?
Yeah, but what's it
I
good
could.
for?
He wasn't even the
Beautiful.
Collingwood player, he was the rugby guy.
From the mist. So when you breathe that in, every particle of mist.
I don't even
goes
think
right into
Victoria
the
had a
lungs.
team at that
Oh,
point.
and those
You need to
big
get
don't
maximum
slam
benefit
back
from the
against
mist.
That's right.
Sorry?
Also,
You need to get
with
maximum
using
benefit from the
steroids,
mist.
especially in young
Exactly.
children, it's,
Last time I saw the mist, there was a giant spider in it.
irritation.
Yeah, but they're not like steroids like we've heard about sportsmen abusing
No,
and stuff like that.
no. These are not. These are inhaled steroids. They're not like the steroids you've heard about.
Oh.
The sportsman abuse.
Oh, so they're
There you go.
That's right. They
Oh.
don't give you big muscles, but gives you healthy lungs.
I think it's the
Listen,
same.
if you have
No,
any
I think it's the same
questions about
steroids.
medication
It's
or
just
your asthma or
administered
something,
differently.
I guess you'd see
Not
a doctor,
abused.
wouldn't
Of course. A doctor can provide you with an.
Why would they
asthma
lie to
management
us?
plan.
you?
Because it's aggro.
That sets out exactly.
aggro
Oh my
didn't do
god,
the line.
I just had a... Did you ever have an aggro ice cream?
Yeah.
It was
yeah,
basically
there it is.
Buffalo Bill, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
It was the Australian rip-off of
Good
Buffalo
point,
Bill.
Pete. You're
With
scoring
a
big
red
points here.
gumball nose.
Now, your state asthma foundation, and there's one in every state, that can provide you with any information you need.
Yeah, but Pete,
Yep.
asthma and
Yeah, but
exercise,
Pete-
do they go together?
Perfect blend.
Do they?
Do they?
My favourite was swimming.
Oh.
That's the best one you can do. But there's so
Huh.
many other
What happened
steps
under his eye here?
you shouldn't be
Was he
stopping
doing
because
a
of-
stunt that he shouldn't
I
have been?
very
Got
good
scratched
news
up?
here at Kennedy
Got in a
Bank
knife
down
fight.
the opposite
Got in a knife
way
fight
from
in
the-
Collingwood.
Ha!
I even think my
No,
asthma
he's
helped
not
me
the
shape
Collingwood guy, he's the
fellow
actor.
So you too can
Yeah,
live
they
a
probably got
normal
into a
life
knife fight
by
against each
taking
other.
your medication
Oh.
properly.
That's why they had to do the
Exercising.
scene separately.
Yeah.
It's not
I
about
don't think he's gonna
All
be
the 4 of them might have had a brawl.
You know,
4 of
having
them,
asthma doesn't
including the
stop you
rugby
doing
guy?
anything.
Of course.
It's
What
like
about
being
her?
a normal
Yeah,
person.
especially her. Look at her. She's down for a proper rumble.
I like how her hair is done nicely and she's wearing a nice dry shirt in front of a pool because she's a swimmer.
Yeah.
You got to pose her in front of a pool, but she's obviously not swimming yet.
He's got the ball.
She's in her downtime, but they're like, man,
Can we stop you for a sec to just read some lines?
yeah.
About
About
asthma?
asthma. You got
Has
asthma,
this
right?
anything to do with asthma?
No? Just pretend.
Just tell people you do.
And stress is not good for anyone in a health situation, but it's not directly affecting
Yeah.
it, no.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Go.
Okay,
Oh.
he's in the dressing room.
It's
before
not
the grand final.
psychosomatic.
Yes.
I can see him.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've got to do Twinkle. I'm getting nervy. Oh, got to do Twinkle. Oh, there's 360,000 people out there. Oh, this is a nervy situation. Does nerves have anything to do with it?
No, asthma is a physical condition. It's nothing to do with in the mind.
Oh.
It's not psychosomatic.
Okay. You find out you got asthma.
But
What
could
do you
it
do
be?
then?
Attic
Well, first
insane.
of all, you
I
pay
believe.
close attention to your doctor and you ask as many questions as you like.
Because the more you ask, the more you'll find out about the best way to control your asthma.
That's right.
Yeah, and knowing
just
is half
because
the
you have
battle.
asthma doesn't mean to say you have to miss out on all the fun things everyone else is doing.
That's right. You know, some of the Australia's
Yeah.
greatest achievers are asthmatics.
Aggro,
We've got,
preach it.
Des Renford, Susie Maroney. We met Gavin Brown, Alan
Hallelujah.
Border, captain of the Australian cricket team, asthmatic.
Well, remember, taking care of yourself and knowing how to live with asthma is the first step to ensuring a healthy, normal life.
That's right. With proper management.
What's the
there's no
second
reason
step?
why asthma can stop you from becoming the next
Practice,
world
practice,
champion.
practice.
World champion.
Don't talk about Fight Club.
Right now.
Think of it.
Oh, yeah,
I've
I'm
got
gonna
four
do,
stars. Stop, please.
Thanks, Pete. Thanks for telling me
He's
all
crossing
about
the channel. He's crossing the channel.
Hey, he's doing backstroke.
It really made my day. Come on, all backstroke.
All backstroke.
Yay!
That was brilliant.
Thank you, Aggro and Peter Helps.
I'm glad we got to see Aggro today.
Yeah? That's the only good bit of today you're gonna have. This is depressing medical shit day for our second episode.
Sounds fantastic.
I wonder what I'm gonna pick next week. Unless somebody else wants to donate your bits.
There are point redemptions.
Yeah. You want a point redemption? I'll take it in consideration. If not for this week or following. I have so many things that we could do. I like how the symbol is lungs in the triangle.
But it's like Illuminati lungs.
Yeah, Illuminati lungs. That's what I said. This video is just a big advertisement on getting people to use their asthma
Oh, look,
pumps.
it's all this stuff.
Oh, yeah. For information on this video, accompanying documentaries,
Galexo.
guidance only, although responsible care has been taken in preparation and production and protection of viewers are advised to seek further advice in regards to specific matters. Neither Galexo or the participants in the production undertake responsibility in any way whatsoever. No responsibility. The person, the recipient, the context due to the video, the accompanying documentation, including any errors or omissions therein, however caused, such person should obtain his or her independent advice. You hear that?
We're taking notes because there's a test on this later.
I mean, I've got my note taker here, but I didn't write anything down.
But we're administering the test.
So that was living with asthma. Does anyone have any questions?
I have asthma. I've heard it all before.
I have asthma. Do you have diabetes?
I don't have diabetes. But just in case I get it, I would like to know more.
Would you like to know more? Alright. I'd like to bring the tone of the night down.
I like how you call it the night, even though it's 9 a.m.
It's 9 a.m. and I've been lonely. So the next video that we are about to watch. Do you want to take a break and talk and unpack stuff and talk, or can I just move straight on?
No, you can move on.
Alright, the next video we are going to watch is called Fighting Meningococcal Disease. Oh boy, this is going to be hard. Early detection can save lives. All
This
you
is
need
true.
to know about recognizing symptoms, what action you can take, and help prevent this deadly disease. Now, it's got pictures of everybody who was in this video on the back. I probably could have deep delved into these people and looked them up, but I didn't think it would be interesting or funny. These people are missing fingers and they've got dead kids. They killed our kids!
It took our boys.
Took our boys. But I did look into the company. The company who made them,
Yeah.
Media One Health Baxter, is a company that was made by a lady named Kay Stammers, who used to be... She was... Okay, I'm going to talk about her life for a minute. Go ahead. You want the next video?
Oh, if there's
there's-
nothing interesting actually about it.
No, not yet. There's something interesting for later. So, about her. She was sunbathing in her bikini on the beach. And some guy came up to her and said, "Hey, do you want to be a news reporter?" And she's like, "Sure." So she became a news reporter. Channel 7, Channel 9, and Channel 10. She was one of those away presenters, the people that went out into the field and did research and reported back. You know,
Yeah.
we're cutting to Kay Stammers. So she did that. And her husband was Tristan Parry. Tristan Parry was one of those people that did all of the political cartoons in
Right.
newspapers.
Yeah.
He designed the Yowie.
Oh. That's interesting.
So a Yowie, for all those people who aren't Australian, it was kind of like a Kinder Surprise that had a little Australian animal inside instead of something fun. But basically, there were these cartoons. I wish I had found a Yowie ad to be able to.
That would be cool, yeah.
But yeah.
Just YouTube it. I'm sure it's on there somewhere.
But I checked out their website. Their website is still up, and there's a whole bunch of ads that they've done because their main whole thing was presenting anything they were paid for.
Yeah.
So you would contact them and say, "Hey, I want a video," and they would make that video. So there's ads on there. There's little health documentaries and stuff, but. When you go into anybody's information, it's all shut down. So they had enough. They had enough time to get the website up and running, but the rest of it's gone. So he made T-shirts in the later part of his life, and I went to look at the T-shirts. The website's gone.
Damn it.
Everything else about him is gone. Everything about her is gone. Basically, everything is gone. It's nuts. But. Kay Stammers just recently died of breast cancer, and before she did that, I told you, we're bringing the tone of the night down. Before she did that, she put in a lot of charity work towards raising money for that. I don't know what happened to Tristan Parry. He just lost all online presence and everything shut down. He's probably dead. I mean, it's an old thing. But one of the main consultants here, if you go past all the people who are telling their stories and go down to the main consultant, the doctor, Dr. Clayton Gollage, he is an expert in transmissionable diseases. His practice is still running out of Western Australia. He's working out of Perth, and I'm pretty sure he's helping out with the disease center response, looking into COVID.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so good for him. We're going to watch him talk.
Day.
Relevant to this day. There is something else that I want to talk about, but I'm going to save that for after the video.
Okay. Well, shall we get underway then?
Go straight into it. We're going to be fighting Meningococcal. This one's going to be a hard watch, to be honest.
I am looking forward to it.
Because, honestly, back in our days of our youth when we used to collect these, we got drunk and watched this. And I have a note here that you included into the VHS cover that said, "Fighting MC Disease, intro by a golfer. Splice all the depressing stuff, which there is a lot of, with overly happy stuff, because that would be funny." That's your notes.
That's probably the only note I took, right?
Yeah, I can't remember this video.
There was one tape where
I
remember writing,
always
kill me.
Yeah, I'll find it one day. The thing about back then is we were just writing stuff on bits of paper, and I don't remember anything we watched, pretty much.
Pass on a message,
but now we can go back and watch our own episodes, right?
We can do that.
Children get the meningococcal disease.
The meningococcal.
Well.
That's how it's.
You don't have to have a rash to have it. And secondly, it's really important that...
but what if I want a rash to get it?
If you feel that you're not happy with the initial...
Can I get a rash to get it if that's what I want?
Because this thing works so quickly that...
it works.
That few hours or
at least something
time
works.
Frame elapses can be the difference
Look at
between...
the quality on this tape.
I know, it's flashing
beautiful.
snow.
My daughter was a healthy child at 2:30 that afternoon. She died
it looks like my mum.
10 o'clock the next day.
I think they gave me a 10% chance.
She what?
On the first night.
I remember feeling that my eyeballs were actually almost rolling around inside my head. It was quite a feeling I'd never experienced before. She just didn't even look like my daughter. She was bloated.
So I say it wouldn't be funny to contact any of these people, but I did look a lot of them up. Yeah, I can't find anything about any of them.
That your little girl, Kimberly, is as sick as she can get. She can't get any
that
sicker
one?
than she
or you got a
is
new one
right now.
There was fluid coming out of his nose, his ears.
Oh,
where he just drowned.
Oh, his nose is all full of yuck.
And was gone.
Oh,
from 14 hours from the onset of fever.
How are we going to get through the rest of the day?
Meningococcal is a word that strikes fear into most of us because of the terrifying.
Most of us, but some of us more immature people focus on the fact that it has cock in it.
Even by experience.
Cockle.
In this program,
I have to laugh at something.
Yeah, I'll laugh at her blue blouse.
And what you can do in those.
It is very bright. It even shows up as blue, like proper blue on the saturated
one. Yeah. Meningococcal disease is classed as a rare disease in Australia, with approximately 700 cases per year. 10% will die, 20% will have long-term disabilities, and most will survive. Early detection can save a life.
I met someone who had it.
He's got blue too. Yeah?
Yeah.
We should have... Can we ring him up? Talk about meningococcal?
I potentially could talk her into doing an interview at some point.
Oh dear.
But yeah, she told me all about it and how like it was just she just felt really shitty at as she got home from school and passed out on the floor.
Is that from sharing straws or something?
I have no idea.
Until fairly recently, most of us
Is she
had
missing
never
anything?
heard of meningococcal disease.
They deliberately got everyone who's missing stuff for this.
Yeah. Because they want the to show the worst, the dangers.
And we're terrified of our families being at risk.
Look, it's terrifying for doctors who manage the disease. It's terrifying for mothers, fathers.
There he is, Clayton Gorge. Looked him up. He's alright, he's still working.
And I
was going to ring his office, but I thought, what's the point of that?
Thanks for the like, Poots.
Poot? What's a poot?
Poots. It's Crate and Poots are the two that I was talking about before.
Completely normal to
normal. I like how she's trying to. No, that's rude. She's trying to do that. She doesn't have no fingers.
Animal to having a sick little girl that may, when could have died at any time.
If I'd wait another half an hour.
Is that the girl you know?
I don't know.
There's Travis. He's 18 and
Trav.
a footballer.
Not anymore.
No, his arms fell off. Maggots.
Hey, he can play soccer.
Yeah.
Still got his legs.
Maybe he's in the disability thing.
Tired, and then the Thursday.
Some of his face fell off.
It can start off very
damn, dude.
Like a flu, a bit of a rash, bit of a headache. Some fevers, some
okay,
chills,
so I understand this is a heavy topic and we're trying to make fun of it and stuff, but let's just get serious here. Who the fuck framed this shot? Why is there so much on his left side and not enough on his right where he's looking? It is just awkward.
It's because of the angle he's sitting on. He's probably one of those like spinny chairs.
Oh, and he fucked up the shot.
They probably centered it and he spun around.
Jerk.
And there was just an awkward cut there.
Even now.
Was there?
Yeah.
I wish we could rewind and check it. I missed that.
I mean,
14 hours.
It was just
4:20 awkward cut.
Meningococcal disease is caused not by a virus, but by bacteria, the meningococcal bacteria, of which there are many different strains. These bacteria live
as a forward to the front bacteria.
They're spread by activities such as sneezing, coughing, or kissing.
Sneezing, coughing,
food,
kissing
or cigarettes,
at the same
someone
time.
else's toothbrush or
Cigarettes. This is before cigarettes were like not a thing. Oh, don't show smoking on the screen.
Is that self-harm? Am I banned?
Yeah. No, I'm serious. Like, well, maybe not banned from Twitch, but like we don't see it on TV that much anymore because of the fact that
Well, no one really does it anymore. It's such a uncommon thing. Like it's
I
mainly
never
like old
thought
people.
you'd be a smoker because cigarettes are so passe.
The danger occurs if you pick up a strain
Puppies.
that you don't have
Look at all that
natural
danger.
immunity to, or if
I'm
you're
scared.
immune
This is a horror movie, right?
then it can
He's kicking a ball with drumsticks.
Well, we've just come out of the movies because I took them to the movies for the last day of the holidays, and
The
we
last
walked
day
out
of
the
what?
movies,
Oh,
that
their life?
moment, split
Oh,
second,
holidays.
and out. She turned around.
What'd you
to me and
see?
said, I've got leg pain. I can't walk. And in
Okay.
a space of what?
But what
3
movie were you
hours
seeing?
more, she vomited. We took her to the doctors with leg pains, and that's
I mean,
the only symptom.
I vomited
besides
after that
vomiting,
Gravity
which wasn't
movie.
even that much. It was only a little tiny bit that she had.
Julie and Craig lost their daughter.
Probably
Rebecca
Mothman prophecies.
the next day.
What's that?
It was probably Mothman prophecies.
Stephen was the shining light in our life. The afternoon that I picked him up from school, he was well. He came running through the door.
Look at that
He was
that jumper.
normal.
A little puppy on it.
No lead up to
Do we need to get you a copy?
Yeah, I'll wear it.
620 jumper.
I'll
Better
wear
write
it.
this stuff down.
7-year-old Stephen
I don't
lost
have a
his
notepad.
fight for life
I'm gonna buy you
before
one.
the next day
Okay.
dawned.
The general reaction.
I'm gonna get you one with a a VHS on.
He was perfectly well when he left school
Sounds
last night.
friggin'
We're
awesome to
talking
me.
about a child that left school, and before school reconvened, the next morning at 9 o'clock, was dead.
Was dead. He was telling you he's my son and he's dead.
This disease at any time.
When was
But there
the
are two
vaccine
age groups
invented?
most at risk. Babies and
Um,
preschoolers, because of their less developed
late
immune
90s. I
system
remember I
and
got my
tendency to put things in their
meningococcal
mouth
vaccine
or
when I
share
was in
food
school,
with
so
toys.
hmm,
And
it had to have
teenagers
been
and
when I was
young
at school.
adults, because they're such a
This
socially
video was produced in 2003. Jesus
Wow.
Christ, this must... No, they must... Meningococcal must have been later vaccine.
centres, and in particular parties and nightclubs where there's a risky
Ooh,
combination of
parties and
crowd,
nightclubs. I
smoking,
wonder what
kissing,
nightclub that is.
sharing drinks and shouting above the noise, which disperses droplets through the air that can be breathed in by someone close by. Although you can catch the disease in any season, it's more common in winter and early spring.
Ow!
I
I told you I got to fast forward to the credits and read.
What can happen in a couple of days before the onset of the meningococcal
Jesus
disease
Christ.
is there can be viral symptoms to start off. So the usual sore throat, muscle aches and pains, those non-specific things, so they can occur for a couple of days.
Non-specific.
Well, if we can ever find it, we should go there one day.
That's
Just
when
don't
things
open.
start getting bad. Quite
No shit, I figured. That's why you have a fucking phone number.
While around 10% of those infected will
10%
die, and
are
another
death.
20% will be
20% are disabilities.
That's like a
majority of people
30%
with this
chance
disease
that you're
recover
fucked up.
fully with no
70% are full recovery. And then
I
another
wonder if that's
20%.
like. I wonder if that's any different now.
She was so lucky. It looked like she'd been bleeding
Daisy.
internally, and you just don't
Where
know
did it
what the
look that?
repercussions of it are
Where
going
did
to
it
be,
look
and I
like
really
she'd been
didn't
bleeding
think that she was
internally?
just going to be
There and there?
In her
And there was
mouth?
a bit there.
From her butthole?
I knew
Maybe both.
enough
Maybe she just had her
before it
hymen
happened,
broken.
and I told my parents of the symptoms because they were minding Cassie a lot. And
I look like
was
my
concerned
mummy.
about
I
it.
eat
It
like an
was
elephant.
popping up, that disease, and it just
Is that what it said?
never hit me that it
I
had
missed it.
happened or that I'd have to know what I was looking for. But if I hadn't have Cassie,
If that's exactly what it said, we have to get one for Jackson.
What's
No, we
often
have to sing to
confusing
Jackson.
is that
You're
meningococcal
a
disease
super
is actually
duper
made up of two
pooper.
different illnesses.
You can party with the best.
Or a septicemia.
No more
depending on
diapers
which part
to
of the
get
body
in
the
your
bacteria
way.
invade.
There can be
Meningitis is a
infection
bummer.
of the brain and the spinal cord, or there can be septicemia,
God.
which is infection of the blood
Ugh.
stream, which is the most severe
Look at those
and lethal
dots.
form. Or meningitis and septicemia can coexist together.
It's the
They
more
can?
dangerous
That's like a
septicemia,
trifecta.
which can
Sounds
lead to
like
amputation,
not much fun.
skin
He's got a
grafts
hook.
and
He must be a
scarring,
pirate.
and sudden death.
Yarr!
Distinctive
I gotta
purple
try and make
bruise-like
fun.
rash,
Oh, come
which
on.
usually appears
No
in
dead
No, there's
babies.
home footage.
Home footage of dead babies.
Survived. Survived.
Survived? His name's Robert. Was it me?
Was it you?
No.
Are you sure? You sure you just haven't repressed it?
Oh, I hope I haven't. Look at all those dots. Can we
So
turn them
brutal.
into something? Like draw a picture?
Fingers, toes, and limbs.
Oh
That's
boy.
a star.
18 months when this was filmed. Miraculously, he survived with limbs intact.
Miraculously.
Now at the age of 6, has only some minor leg problems to deal with.
Minor?
9-year-old Danielle lost her
It's 'cause he's a
arms
kid.
and fingers when she was a baby.
That's so
While
brutal.
5-year-old
Oh,
Katie
she's got one of those
Clark
braces
won't
on
do
too.
it without her legs. It all depends on how early
Oh,
it's to
what are we
shift.
watching? Can we not do medical shit for another like 4 months? we're only halfway through the day.
Oh boy.
I actually made it so that it would progressively get worse. This is
Oh,
the second
boy.
day. Oh, no.
Having had the flu many times in my 52 years, I can assure you that my symptoms were nothing like the flu.
Adding to the
Nothing like the
confusion,
flu.
The disease can have different symptoms depending on whether it develops into meningitis or septicemia.
My symptoms were sore joints, sore eyes, sore neck.
Sore joints?
belting
What joints
headache
are here?
Like you've never had
All of
before.
them.
Belting
I got to a
headache.
stage where I could have just
Like
smashed
you've
my
never
head
had
against
before.
the cement
I can't
wall.
relate. I've never had it
I felt
before.
Quite comfortable about that. I was demented.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Symptoms common to both meningitis and septicemia include fever, nausea or vomiting, tiredness,
Fever.
irritability or agitation, and possibly
Possibly.
meningitis symptoms include.
I mean, isn't like symptoms all possibly?
Yeah, I think
or
so.
Or will it definitely happen?
I don't know. We have nurses in the chat.
However,
do we?
septicemia could start off
Well, Tori's a nurse.
Tori,
Prince is a nurse.
isn't a symptom something that could possibly happen? We didn't need to specify that rashes were possibly, right?
Maybe they're just slightly less common than the rest.
Than the normal possiblies.
Yeah, like we have these probably possiblies,
and
then we just have the well, I guess it might happen.
Possibly.
Can easily be overlooked if you're watching out only for the signs of meningitis.
Oh, come on. She's going to put that in the coffee.
Yeah, Tori just said all of them are possible. So there we go.
If they happen,
sore in the body in
anything is possible.
Different parts that I hadn't heard of, especially in the buttocks. She was really sore for the sit down.
There was something wrong with her buttocks.
She wasn't disoriented. She didn't have any neck pain. She wasn't.
Is this a long one?
Headache.
No, it's half an hour.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
only been watching for 10 minutes.
Oh, good. No, that's okay.
We've got 20 more minutes.
That's
It
okay.
feels longer.
If this was an hour long.
Oh, every single video that I brought is half an hour or less. I
Okay.
say or less because the next one's going to surprise you.
No, that's as long as it's not going to get me banned.
No.
Major things have been.
I mean, this might be writing a line.
Really?
I don't know, maybe.
Knee joints.
Oh, boy.
Their wrists hurt. Their
Just
body
remember that on the last one we have to say man boobs.
It's critically important
no.
to be aware of a range of possible symptoms.
Oh,
and
no.
to use your gut feelings to decide
It's fine,
whether the
it's fine.
illness is in any way different,
Blur it
more
afterwards. We're
severe,
pushing it.
or more
I want to see how far we
rapid
can
than
do
what you'd
this.
normally expect.
You requested the
I guess
medical
that's why I was
shit. They
concerned
don't
about
censor
overnight
things
because
on
she was
that.
breathing quickly.
Fantastic.
The child normally would
What are you
wake up.
oh-gooding?
Yeah, I was just shaking.
Quoting me.
and feverish,
Oh.
Just swinging
Oh,
between
good.
hot and cold. And
Oh, good.
Felt really tired.
It's just
and
really scary.
wet, even further, even more, and really cold as well.
I feel that a lot of the days.
Drank about 8
Sorry?
glasses of
I feel
water.
really tired and really weak a lot of the days.
Every day for me, yeah.
Do I have meningococcal?
Grey, and she had these big
Maybe you've,
whitey grey and these really huge.
Maybe you've always had it.
Oh.
Your whole life.
She sat on the
Hey, look, it's
lounge
that
and she
anime
said,
hamster
I can't
thing.
walk. My leg is in pain. I can't walk at all. My husband said, "No, this can't be normal."
We heard that already.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. I feel like this is exactly the same information being repeated over and over again.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about a kid, right, who knocked off school at 3:15, and by 9 o'clock the next morning, he was dead.
And then he said, I've got pains in my
Look at that puppy.
chest.
Chubby
So
puppy.
dopey.
We took him to the hospital. We actually thought he was either having a heart attack or appendicitis.
Because you can deteriorate so rapidly, it's important to closely monitor anyone who becomes ill. Young
That's what the
adults
Angry
in
Red
particular
Planet
should alert a friend,
over.
Oh, this is the Martians. Like they went to film some stuff on Mars. With
Oh,
the
it's
Martians.
I mean, we've got to worry about them too.
A lot of people make, whether it's a mistake, make the decision to go to sleep, take a couple of Panadol. I'll go to bed. I'll sleep it off.
That's I read that in a review of this. There was somebody who actually reviewed this tape online in the verse of videotape reviewing. Actually, apparently there's a site that reviews medical videotapes.
Huh.
Yeah, so interesting. They reviewed the fact that she said take a couple of Panadol, go to sleep, and apparently saying Panadol brand name association is an Australian colloquialism.
Yeah, you mentioned that before, but also the fact this is an Australian tape. Like, you Americans make your own, damn it.
Yeah, deal with your own meningococcals. These are our meningococcals. Stay out of our
Get
country.
your own.
Australia means Australia.
Obviously, I'd come out with the purple rash then.
If a person
I do want to
has
see
rash, it's vital
if
to
it is
check their
actually an
whole
Australian
body
company,
regular
because I feel like it might be British.
Which company?
which
Panadol.
could start off
Oh,
anywhere.
you're gonna look up Panadol
Just to see where they're from.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they were
Don't
British
ask
because
me
Nurofin's
why, but I
British,
looked
isn't
it
it?
up as seeing
And
that
people
there was
say
something there
Nurofen is a
with
brand name
spots coming out.
association.
And I just
Take a
knew.
couple Nurofen and have a rank wank.
It was meningococcal.
It's how you get rid of a migraine.
It's a common
apparently.
misconception that if you haven't got a rash, you haven't got meningococcal disease.
I sort of went through the
What if I do
symptoms
have a rash
individually.
and don't
I
have
thought, yeah,
meningococcal
I've
disease?
got that. But then I came to the
Let's
rash
see
and I didn't
here.
have a rash. And I
Oh, he
thought,
didn't have a
well,
rash,
you know,
but he
no,
had the meningococcals.
That's not what I've got.
In fact, you may
It's
not
not
see
what
a
I
rash
got.
at all.
You're not a
And if you
doctor.
wait until you do,
Goddamn
you may well be
self-diagnosing
Panadol is
internet.
marketed in 85 countries, including Australia, Belgium, Brazil, Bulgaria, Chile, Finland, France, Greece, Honduras, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Ireland, Italy, Kenya, Korea, Lebanon, Malaysia, Netherlands, New Zealand, Nigeria, the Philippines, Peru, Puerto Rico, Pakistan, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Singapore, South Africa, Sri Lanka, Switzerland, Taiwan, Thailand, Trinidad and Tobago, Turkey, the United Arab Emirates, the United Kingdom, Malta, and Uruguay.
So everywhere except for Americas. I like how you said Puerto Rico with a
Puerto Rico
with a racist accent.
No, that's it's pronunciation because I know how to pronounce it because I've heard it said so many goddamn times.
Almost tiny pink, red, or purple pinpricks, which rapidly turn into red or purple
You're a
blotches
pinprick.
like bruises as the bleeding spreads. When checking for a rash,
Jesus.
you need to be vigilant.
Jesus.
Because at the beginning, it can easily be missed or mistaken for something else.
To start off, they did look like chicken pox spots. Little little pinpricks to start with, and but small and scattered.
The one on her stomach, actually, she showed it to me.
Scattered.
It must have been that morning, and it looked like a scratch. It looked like a fingernail scratch, but it was sort of purpley behind it.
One stage there we thought it was a bite mark because she had a little mark on her leg, on her right leg.
I think purpley is my favourite describing word so far.
Purpley?
That she got bitten that day that we were there.
Was it purpley orange though?
There's no such colour, stop it.
But yeah, I didn't think anything of it. It's just
With all the colours flashing on the screen, there might be.
It's the colour of magic. We all know it's the colour of magic. You can drop it now.
The rash is one of the final symptoms of septicemia. This happens when the bacteria enter the blood vessels and multiply rapidly, releasing toxins or poisons.
Hey, look, there's some meningococcal necessities.
Oh no. Coccus. Meningococcal.
Coccus? That's how it's the plural of meningococcals is coccus?
She's a
Meningococcus?
girl covered in white skin to a girl covered in this purpley skin. And it looked like the white skin was the foreign of
Purpley. Again.
The best.
The best
Actually,
adjective.
if you got beetroot and you splattered beetroot all over you, that's actually the colour.
That is actually
that
purpley
Kelly's
though, to
rash
be fair.
was.
Yeah, it looks like somebody
Some people
splashed a
use
beetroot
glass
all over me.
test to see if the rash is septicemic. In most
Oh, they're doing
cases,
Chinese
a
cupping?
septicemic rash won't fade if it's pressed
Oh.
firmly with a glass or your thumb. But
What sort
beware,
of
this
witchcraft
test
is this?
not 100% reliable,
You what?
especially in the early stages.
What's a glass got
I've
to do with
never
it?
heard of this before because you can see through it.
Other symptoms,
Oh, you can
don't
see through
try to
ice.
diagnose it yourself. Seek urgent medical attention.
The 2 points that he had on his
Oh, look,
neck
it's that
on
Phil
the
neck lizard. Is it
at
real?
the time that we got to the hospital,
That's a good question.
which is a 20-minute drive from here, 75% of his whole body was covered in this Emmerich rash. And as they were undressing him, the few parts of the body that it wasn't on, we were literally just watching it. It just was just going up him all over. And at that stage, he was in agony.
Mm.
The range
That's
of physical
horrifying.
symptoms,
Yep, we've got 10
firstly,
minutes.
Children and adults include a fever, which may not respond to paracetamol.
Fever.
Nausea or
It
vomiting.
doesn't respond to paracetamol.
Lack of
So that's
energy.
better. Why'd they call it
Tiredness
paracetamol
or
that time instead of
drowsiness.
brand names? I like
Because they were
Confusion,
just interviewing somebody. It
it.
was a bogan saying it basically.
Sure, but whenever I go to the doctors or the
Irritability or
hospital, they always seem the brand name
a
associated
sore
there, and that's
throat.
weird to me.
Specific
Yeah, they probably
meningitis
get paid
symptoms
by the
include
company.
I swear they
a
would.
severe
I
headache,
actually have said that to nurses
backache,
before when we're in
a stiff
hospitals
or
and stuff,
painful
and
neck,
they really get shitty at me.
sensitivity to light,
Yeah, I get
twitching or
that.
convulsions.
Hey, you're twitching right now.
Septicemia
Oh, no.
symptoms include a fever with
Septicemia?
cold hands and feet, cold shivers,
Oh.
severe
Oh, boy.
aches or pain in the muscles or joints,
I get those while I
pain
sleep.
in the chest or abdomen, diarrhea,
Oh.
a very pale
I like the picture for diarrhea.
rapid breathing or breathing difficulties. In the later stages, a pink, red or purple rash, which may start off as
Purpley
pinpricks
rash.
and develop
Thank
into
you.
bruising.
Purpley.
For babies, there are some
Babies!
symptoms.
I've got one of
Look at
those.
the picture of the baby. Don't put
I love how this is just a PowerPoint presentation now.
Oh.
Poots knows a thing or two about PowerPoint presentations.
Just you wait.
If you suspect meningococcal disease, rush the patient to your doctor or nearest hospital. Insist on seeing someone straight away and clearly list all the symptoms. Remember, if it is meningococcal disease, you need treatment as soon as possible.
Probably
As soon as possible. So not until... We shouldn't wait till the tape ends. We should do it now.
So
BRB.
Don't be put off. If you're a parent or you're a brother or a sister and you're not happy, just keep hammering away.
A brother or sister who's not happy.
Take your child to another hospital or to another doctor. But
Mom! My brother's got meningococcal. Send him to the freaking hospital.
Fuck off.
I don't have meningococcal. What are you saying? No, you do.
Mom, do I have meningococcal?
That every minute that is lost
Was sent home from hospital.
not dealing with it
And
is
later
1 minute
died.
nearer to an absolute
I mean, I was sent home from hospital once, and I'm gonna die one day.
True.
I want that on my tombstone. Was sent home from the hospital and later died. It's not a lie.
And on the back of the tombstone is where you like put a little star there.
Yeah,
and just have like the
No, I was sent home like 20 years before I died, but still.
Yeah, have that on the back though.
Yeah.
The doctors have to be vigilant as well, and you've got to go back and see that patient again and again and again. So don't send those patients home if you think they might have meningococcal.
That was advice for hospital staff, so we don't really have to pay attention to that.
What if you're a hospital staff?
But I'm not.
I mean, Tori does some nursing stuff.
Keep your eyes
Don't send them home.
She works at their home.
Don't send them there.
The treatment rests very much with antibiotics. The meningococcus,
Yours was better. Yours was less depressing.
Still very susceptible to good old common
That's for sure.
penicillin.
Less people died in yours.
GPs is if you suspect you've
Less children died in yours.
Don't worry about getting.
I've seen so many dead children.
To prove the diagnosis.
You can send them to their room. Alright, just go to your room.
That's it. You're done.
You're not getting part of Hawaiian dinner tonight. You can go without. You can wait until next month for pineapple on chicken.
Early antibiotics, that's vital. That is the.
That sounds good to me, though. I do like both of
you
those.
You can go to bed without your ice cream.
Because when she got to the hospital, they said she was shutting down.
As soon as she saw Daisy, she just went, "Oh my God," and she just immediately put her on a table, put a line into her, took bloods off, gave her IV antibiotics,
put on a table?
huge dose,
put her on a table.
Called the ambulance. She just did everything possible. She knew as soon as she saw her that it was meningococcal.
Now, all drugs can have side effects, so we're not advocating wholesale administration of antibiotics to every child with a bit of a fever and a rash. So what we're saying
no, because then we'll get superbugs,
like
right? Well, there's another one of those bad edits.
Yeah, see, now you see what I'm seeing. Now you understand.
They're side swipes. They're like Star Wars side swipes.
They're not even making an attempt to cover it up. They're
quick
just
cuts. There's nothing wrong with a quick cut, but it's a side swipe. Is this like in video editing?
7 days prior to their illness appearing, including people who live in the same house and close kissing contacts, should be treated with oral antibiotics. This kills any possible bacteria in the throat or nose and helps stop the spread of
raspberries can be detrimental to your health.
This doesn't mean you're fully protected, so you should still
don't trust doctors that are underqualified.
The incubation period, or time between picking up the strain and when the symptoms appear.
Yes, it's meningococcal.
Hey, look, if she did that to her own leg and managed to fix it like that, I'd trust in her.
Trust in me. I used to play doctor for pretend.
Recovering from meningococcal disease,
thanks, Doogie.
There's no need to keep a distance, because after treatment, they're no longer a risk.
For a long time, she didn't have any little friends around. A lot of parents were worried.
Not the little friends. Did she have big ones?
Around Cassie or me. Just
What's she eating?
They just didn't understand.
When they're out of the hospital situation,
oh, don't, it's ignorance.
Because they're like anybody else. Don't treat them like a leper or shun them.
Yeah. The same way that, you know,
don't treat them
AIDS
like a leper.
was looked at. Or even like just general homosexuality and stuff, where it's like, just stay away from them. You don't want to catch the gay.
I caught the gay many years ago. Long-term effects. Apart from death. Hey, Ninja guys!
Also have long-term physical
that was Bionicle.
Yeah, Bionicles, man.
It's even cooler. Ninjago's is okay, I guess.
Oh, was that the bit that
Bionicles
wasn't all clicked together? Same Lego thingy, but different.
Bionicles were the
She
most
was on
badass
for
thing.
17 days in the intensive care unit for 5
I had a ton of
weeks and in the
those.
hospital for 3
Yeah?
months.
Yeah, they were
Did you have
so
the
cool.
ones that you could
So
click
she
together
had
and
to
make a
learn
bigger
to walk
bionicle?
again, she
Yeah, I
had
think
to
so.
eat again,
Nice.
she
I
had
don't
to
think I got all of
write
them though, so I
again.
think I was missing like
She
an
had a
arm
lot
or
of
something.
pain
But...
in her body, a lot of problems.
Oh man,
and her
that's like
fingers
having
were
3
falling off,
Voltrons.
And then they were operating on. Then she was having the scar.
Oh
management.
god, what was that?
Just gradually over the years,
No
you
black
can see
fingers.
she's back to being
He's
a
been playing in the
normal
Vegemite.
Lassie.
Her first toe decided it wanted to
Cheers,
Oh,
fall off.
cheers.
It just
My
broke
fingers
off.
are
And so we had the toe
Not
fairy,
black.
the
completely
finger
not
fairy,
black.
and the tooth
You haven't
fairy,
been
'cause at
playing
that
in
time,
the
Tilly was losing
Vegemite.
a few teeth and a few toes and a few fingers. And the toe
I did have Vegemite
fairy,
for breakfast,
finger
though.
fairy, used
Good.
to win $50 per finger or $50
Per
per
finger?
toe.
Yeah, my kidney
What?
says they'll
Hold
probably
on,
end
what's
up being
the
100%,
money?
100% in the future. But
I will take.
at the moment they're about 60%. And
How much can I get for all day?
Well, I was in a coma for 2 weeks. My legs
Hold
were
on,
actually
that's
amputated on the second night,
1,
so
2,
I was
3,
unaware of
4, $500
what was
bucks.
actually happening.
Done.
So I
Deal.
woke up the
I
Can
didn't
I
actually
double it if I
hear-
take my toes
I
as
didn't
well?
actually hear what they
I
were
didn't realise
saying,
at
but
first
they
that I
she
could
said
actually
something about $50
bend
per
legs.
finger. I'm like, what the
So
hell
I'd
are you
been in a
talking
wheelchair,
about?
And
You
that
have to-
didn't bother me that
Done
much.
deal.
When I found out I could have prosthetic legs, that was just fantastic.
It's been
Yeah,
really
I'm bald
difficult
now.
for me
Yeah.
with the
I was gonna
arms,
keep my hair for at least a few episodes so that my
obviously
cinema
because
intro
it's
still
so
made
difficult,
sense.
but,
Okay.
But
also
too
a
hot.
loss of
It was too hot the
hot.
other day. I couldn't
things
deal.
that
Living
I
in
love
Australia's.
doing. It just takes your independence away so quickly.
That's why I try to keep the
There
sides
are
shaped all the
vaccines
time.
available, but they don't protect against all strains or serogroups of Meningococcus.
Not all strains. Oh, there's more strains now.
There's always more bloody strains, isn't there?
The majority
Yeah.
of cases are caused by Group B, for which there is no vaccine currently available.
No vaccine for Group
There
B
is now a
currently.
vaccine
In
for
2003, did I say?
about 1/3
Yeah,
of
3.
cases,
I'm
but
sure we
has a
got
higher
vaccines
rate of
now.
more severe disease, complications,
Oh.
and death. There's also another.
What about the
vaccine
rest?
Yeah.
There's 5% missing.
Oh no.
What happened to the 5%?
We don't care about those people. They're probably from other countries.
Under the
No,
federal
fair
government's
then.
new
Yeah,
vaccination
the totally don't care then.
program,
And if they are here, they can go home.
Alright, Agro.
They can go back to their own country. Is that right?
No.
Is that
I
the?
don't like it. Stop it.
Is
It's
that the
bad enough
Aussie
that
way?
we're watching dying children.
Is that the Aussie
We don't
way?
need to know about the Aussie way.
It's so funny that people say that shit though, because it's like you're literally from Europe.
Only one vaccination is needed.
A course of
Babies?
vaccinations is necessary.
Now, since you
Adults only need one, but babies need all the needles.
if there's any
That probably is because like it goes through them, like it
He's
wears
about
off.
to explain why.
or a fever, let me know. But it's an extremely safe.
No, he's just.
I think you really need
He's just
someone
doing his
as a-
thing.
Oh.
an example to say, hey, it can happen to you. Do you know what I mean? So go and take the precaution.
Know what I mean?
But remember, while vaccination will give you long-term protection against the deadly C strain, it won't protect you from catching another
The deadly
strain
C
with
strain.
symptoms which can also cause death. So it's still important to be vigilant and to take other precautions.
Dun, dun, dun.
Taking precautions.
Parents, carers, and
Don't hop into cars with strangers.
No, wrong video.
Oh fuck! Look both ways before you cross the road.
Wrong video.
Shit.
We'll be doing those safety ones soon. Maybe next week, I don't know. I like safety videos. They're fun.
As meningococcal bacteria are passed
And
on
don't
by
share your lip
saliva,
gloss.
it's
Or
important
your
to
cigarettes.
warn students against sharing items
Oh, well, no one's taking my goddamn cigarettes. They're expensive.
It's written there though.
cigarettes, mouthguards,
They're expensive.
and musical instruments with mouthpieces.
Imagine that. Imagine
Don't lift
sharing
the
a
guitar.
cigarette.
If they so want to. But
You can
what
take
I'm
the left
saying is
side,
good
I'll take the
hygiene
right
is important. Don't share eating and drinking utensils. It's just good common sense. Don't share knives, forks, glasses. Don't share toothbrushes, etc. That's important, not just for meningococcal.
Don't
disease.
share
It's
toothbrushes.
important for transmission of a whole lot of other infections.
But what if we can only afford one
So it's just
toothbrush?
Good common sense.
Don't
But I think
forget
we should
your
put all this into perspective about the
toothbrush.
fact that meningococcal disease is still overall a fairly rare disease in Australia.
That's
So-
another reference that no one else in chat will get.
No one will get. I
Was that
watched-
the end?
Yeah. I watched one of his shows recently. He's got MS now. So he's in a wheelchair.
I just remember one time there was a group that I was in on Facebook, and he mistook it for somebody else.
Yeah.
Another group, and he joined it and was just like, hey, is this guy from this thing? And everyone in the group was just like, holy shit, you've joined this group! Oh my god, I can't believe it's you!
You should watch some of the stuff he's done recently with Doug Anthony again, because it's fun. So yeah, credits. We finished the videos.
Thank God.
Minsky's Nightclub! That's that thing we saw in the Minsky's Nightclub. Okay, so you can unpack what we just watched. I need to pee while we do, and then when we get back, we're going to do your favourite segment, which is calling somebody on the phone.
Well, I sit here uncomfortably.
Yep. Your favourite segment. I'm going to try and make it so it's every week.
Okay. Wow. Oh, you can get it on DVD. So this was actually put out on DVD, so we could get an actual, like, decent quality version of it. So it's safe to say that now I'm an expert on meningococcal. Any questions? Anyone want to know anything? I wish I knew less. Oh god, I can't read that. Alright, I will have to stop the recording of this particular tape now, I believe. And then we're going to be kind and rewind. Because the hope is... Who are we calling? We're about to find out. Stop! Uh-oh, I think my remote has decided to shit itself. There we go. The batteries have just come loose. Just my goddamn luck, huh? Yes, I do not like phone calls. It's an anxiety of mine. I hate phone calls. I'm real bad at them. Yes, that was fucking depressing. Hope you're all having a good day. Hope all y'all's day is going incredibly well and not depressing. Yes, lucky there is someone here who loves to engage in discussion with strangers.
Yeah, I talk too much.
Because I sure don't.
Oh, puppies!
Oh no, the dogs are
door.
Well, I have to go pee anyway, so I'm gonna
okay.
go.
You take the pups with you. Oh. Well, you can sit and wait. Couple dogs.
Hi, buddy.
Who are we calling? Not letting you know yet.
Actually, get back, please. There's too many cables and stuff over here.
Alright, guys. We're taking a break. Couple puppies.
Come on, Chester. Move along.
Alright. So, fighting meningococcal disease. That was fun. Did you all pay attention so that you can, after 2020 nothing depresses you? That's fine. Did you all pay attention to everything that happened in that video? Because if you were, there was one scene where it had a whole bunch of people like partying and dancing, and they're like, don't share cigarettes, and don't share alcohol, and don't kiss too many people. Well, at the end, there were credits. And in those credits, it told you what exactly that nightclub was, and that's a club called Minsky's Hotel. I looked them up on the internet, I got their phone number, and I rang them the other day and talked to them about, you know, how they came to be appeared in this really depressing video. And they said, we don't know. And I'm like, can you look around for me and ask the bosses? And they're like, sure, I'll get back in contact with you. I'm like, cool, but they didn't. So, hey, we're going to ring them back up and see if they've got any updates. And if they don't, well, then that's still funny. And if they do, well, that's funny also. Either way, we need to call somebody in every episode. We did it in the first episode. We're going to do it in this episode too. So when Pete gets back from peeing and hopefully brings us another couple of drinks. Oh, it's these next videos. Sneak peek. Yeah.
Oh. After 2020, nothing depressing.
That's pretty funny. I like that.
I don't know, man. That meningococcal shit was pretty depressing.
Yeah, but there was a scene with a nightclub, Pete.
Oh,
And they were all dancing and they were having fun. Alright, get out your phone. We're going to ring that nightclub that we saw in the Meningococcal video.
What the hell are we expecting to find out from that?
Nothing, really. It's just going to be part of our segments that we're going to have at least one phone call, right?
Okay.
This is the Rob Calls Somebody Random Corner. Bat Prince likes to make people listen to him ramble. We're going to waste their time, basically. They're open during the COVID, by the way.
I was going to say, are they going to be open right now, though?
Absolutely. I already rang them, and I talked to them about this, and they said they'd look into it for me. So this is going to be like, hey, have you found anything? And they're going to be like, no.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright. We're doing the thing with the phones. Because I've been hanging on the telephone. I can't hear it. I can't hear any ringing. Uh-oh. Hello? It's not coming through.
Alright, hold the phone.
Hold the phone.
Hold the phone. Let me just test if this is actually working.
You put the sounds up right properly?
I did.
We'll sort it out eventually.
So hold on, we just have to test to see if it's actually working.
I can't hear it. Can they hear it?
They can probably hear it, but we can't.
Oh no, you got to send it to our earphones. That's the problem.
Oops, wrong thing.
Everything's been set up in the wrong things. You got to go listen. The listen has to be on. Now try. I still can't hear anything.
Neither can I. Why is it broken now?
Oh man.
It's all plugged in.
Can you guys hear what's playing through the phone? Is it on our end or theirs?
I can't play too much of it because I don't want to get muted.
Yeah.
Oh man. Is it broken?
Oh no.
I didn't want that to happen.
No, I deliberately queued this up so it would be interesting. Oh no.
Why is it not working?
I love this segment. You're just deliberately making my segment terrible.
I wish.
You wish. I don't want to call people.
Because then I wouldn't be concerned about why shit isn't working. Damn it.
Didn't you have to do something weird last time? Like turn something on or off or something?
Nope.
Oh.
Audio input capture. Ah, okay, that might be the issue.
Is it?
This might have fucked up.
Oh yeah? Which line is it?
I don't know.
I want to call Minsky's Hotel.
Well, let's try it.
Okay,
so that's playing. That's playing.
Yep. Now you got to make it monitor in our headphones. And then we have to put it all back again when we go to play the next video.
I can just mute it again.
Okay. Monitor off. Shouldn't it be on? There we go. Alright, ring them back. They're going to be annoyed at us because we just hung up on them. Alright, we're ringing Minsky's Hotel, which is the one little hotel we saw in
Hello
that.
and welcome to the Minsky's Hotel. To assist you with your call, please select one of the following options.
Yeah.
If you are wanting to book your next function or event with us, press 1.
No.
If you are wanting to book a table of 4 or more in our bistro, press 2.
No.
If you are wanting to contact our Liquor Stacks bottle shop,
Ooh.
press 3. If
No.
you're a supplier inquiring about deliveries, press 4.
No.
If you are wanting to contact the manager on duty, press
Yes,
5.
press 5.
If you are wanting
Manager
to
on duty,
contact our
please.
accounts department, please Minsky's Hotel, this is Jem.
Hi, Jem. I called a couple of days ago about how your hotel was featured on a video about fighting meningococcal disease back in 2003. Did I talk to you last time I talked to you?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't sound familiar.
Okay.
What's it in regards to exactly?
Basically, your hotel was shown as a clip on this old VHS that we watched. A whole bunch of people dancing and having fun. And in the credits, it said Minsky's Hotel. I'm like, well, maybe I could call them up and maybe get a bit of a scoop on like how they came about to being part of this video or something. And the manager on duty that I talked to said that she would look in and talk to the owners about getting some information about how that came about. And I was just double checking in to see if anything's been done about that.
Okay, well, it's probably something that I will need to talk to head office about.
Yep.
If I can just get a little bit more information, I'm just going to pop you on hold. Bear with me 1 second.
Okay. Where'd the videotape go?
Oh, the actual tape.
Yeah.
It's still in the thing.
No, I mean, no, it's not. The actual... Oh, I'm sitting on it. Sorry. It's all good. Love me some weight music.
Don't think we're going to have much luck on this one, I'm afraid.
Oh no, it's still funny. It doesn't matter. That's as much as far as I ever thought we're going to get. Sorry, I'll have updates in the future if they ever get back in contact with me.
Sounds good to me.
And I'll say my number live on air so people can ring me and send me messages of their penis or whatever.
Okay, sorry to put you on hold.
That's okay.
Okay, so can I ask you a couple of questions?
Absolutely.
So where are you calling from? Are you calling from a business or...
I'm just an interested person. I'm not a business. I don't think we're a business, are we? We're not a business. No, I'm just a guy who watched an old video that it appeared on. I'm calling from Victoria, actually. I know that you guys are over on the other side of Australia.
No, we're just in New South Wales.
Yep.
So, so what is the reason for your inquiry exactly? Just so I can understand exactly what information you might want, or
the information
to
is
understand
just
your point of view exactly.
Sure thing. We saw an interesting scene in this video that we watched, and in the credits, it stated that your hotel was the place where it was filmed, and I was just interested in if you have any stories about, like, you know, how you got approached to be included in the video, basically.
Okay, so how we got approached to be in the video. So talk to me about the video. So what video was it?
Okay, so the video is called Fighting Meningococcal Disease. It was a video that was produced for people, like a documentary on how early detection can save lives. Something that we now have...
And how long ago was it? You're saying VHS, so that sounds
like
VHS.
It was,
what, 1980s?
1980s. Oh, you would be surprised. The VHS didn't really die until 2008 or maybe 10. It's actually produced in 2003. This video. It's
2003.
Fairly. Yeah, I mean, it's 20 years ago, but it's more recent than the 80s. That's for sure.
Okay, so you're just a person from the community trying to find out just some quirky information.
Quirky information. That's exactly what it is.
Okay. What was your name?
My name is Robert Marshall.
And what's your phone number, Robert?
You can get back to me on 0420 526 123.
Okay, because I'm not really sure how much information I can gather for you.
Hey,
being
if you can
that it's
find...
not really for, any, I guess, direct purpose for the media or anything along those lines. So, and being that it is quite some time ago, I can understand that a lot of people that were around at that time are definitely not with us anymore.
Oh, I see.
Well, 2003. I mean, that's.
Are you talking about deaths, or are you talking about the business changing hands?
Well, the business changing hands for one, and all the people that might have been in the video or had anything to do with the video will not be here anymore.
Especially
working at the business. Yeah, so it's quite it's quite specific information that perhaps I can't get my hands on.
That's okay. Well, thank you for talking with me anyway.
All right, Robert.
And I'm sorry for wasting your time, but it's just.
No, I've got your information, and I'll do my best to talk to head office and see what I can find out.
All right, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
So there we go. We called up...
That was the most ridiculous thing.
I'm going to try and find somebody to call every week. Okay, so the next thing we're going to watch... Okay, so this is interesting. We can see a a picture of the guy on there with a stethoscope. He's got a stethoscope. He's medical. This is a video called Imagebank Showreel 5. Basically, it's kind of like you look at these things on the video and you call these people up and you hire the image, kind of like Getty Images or like stock footage. This is a stock footage showreel. And
medical stock footage.
Medical stock.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah. Apparently, they have additional areas that include lifestyle, business people, wildlife, travel, scientists, cities, industry, time-lapse sports, underwater special effects, and archival footage from Hollywood in the 1920s and to 1960s.
Cool.
Now, I looked up both. I've rang both these all these phone numbers, so there's no point ringing those again. We've done our phone call segment for the week. It's fine. You can relax.
I just didn't say anything.
That's the same as last week. It's all good. So Sydney and Melbourne, both these places, the phone numbers don't exist. The addresses, I'm pretty sure Bank Street, we've been to somewhere near there. I think that's where we did Gundams. But anyway, both of those addresses no longer really exist aside from this. Okay, so the Melbourne one is actually a lawyer's, and the Sydney one, I don't know. It's something random on the street that I couldn't zoom in on. It's not Imagebank Film anymore. There's a website here that says the Imagebank. I couldn't get in contact with that website. It doesn't exist, and I can't even find it on Internet Wayback Machine.
I was going to say Wayback Machine. Any chance?
No. There's nothing about this tape. Okay, now the exciting thing is I have 4 more Imagebanks. This is just the medical one. We got some other ones around, and I don't want to disappoint you, but I already copied this one back to the computer. Fine. I know how long it goes. So that's going to be interesting. So there's nothing about this that I can find. This is one of those random ones where I just dug in so deep looking on the internet. There's no information about it whatsoever. When I type in Imagebank, things like Getty Images pops up because they use the same word, although that's not the same company. It's just gone. It's 100% gone. And I found this video. It was like a box set of these videos. I've got 3 out of 5 of the tapes in the box set because there were a couple missing. I found it at a little up shop at a church around the corner from my house.
Oh, cool.
So someone around wanted them or for some reason. Anyway, let's kick back and watch some stock footage medical stuff. There's an ambulance. Medical center. Helicopter shot. That's pretty good. There's another ambulance. Oh, look in the ear. Oh my god, they're coming out of the... Ooh, MRI. Heartbeats. Some doctors doing medical things.
This is intense already.
Put on the things. That was entertainment. You liked the phone call section? We should just do a whole phone calls show, right? We just find interesting people and call them and talk to them and just waste their time. I knew I was wasting her time. I think she knew I was wasting her time.
She wanted to be polite, but part of her was just like, why?
Exactly, yeah, you don't need to know
Although the way that she mentioned, like...
I think
obscure
next time,
information was a thing where it was just like, has it happened before?
Yeah.
Is this something you've dealt with in the past?
I feel like in the future, if we get asked questions like that, I should say we're from a show called Obscure Tape Time where we watch old videotapes and it's relevant to our show. We research old video. Yeah, research is a good word. Alright. I'll write that down in my notepad. Research.
The call was quality. It was of the highest quality. Speaking of, though, on the very first episode, you may recall, we did say that the show was going to be tedious.
Oh, boy.
The point of it was not to be exciting.
Are they complaining? I don't see any complaining here.
No, but I definitely sense a bit of sarcasm.
Medical Center! No, there's no sarcasm. That was fun. Master Reel 300. Ooh, we're gonna do some surgeries. Master Reels 300. Ooh, is that some mitosis or meiosis?
When's the meningococcal?
Anaphase or phalophase?
What up, Hyper? How you doing, dude?
Oh god.
Welcome to the Imagebank.
Yeah, we're watching retinas and some... Oh, I don't even know what that is.
Yes, and we want them to take us as serious as possible, I guess.
Just for the lulz. As serious as possible for the lulz. Research. Imagebank. Wow. So that was Imagebank.
Wait, that was the whole thing?
Media. A company which I can't find any information
Wait,
about.
What? That was the whole thing?
Can we rewind and watch it again? I planned this, by the way. I want you to rewind and watch the whole thing again. That is the...
That's the whole thing.
That's the whole tape. And as I said, I've got 3 more in different genres sitting.
Wait, that's what we're watching right now, or is that?
No.
Okay, so
no. The other ones aren't medical. They're different images.
Oh no! Stop it.
So in the future, I'll be pulling it out, and I'll be like, "This is an Imagebank video," and you'll be like, "Not again."
They're only like 3 minutes long. That's the least offensive thing you could possibly bring.
No, I think it's more offensive because we have to watch it again. We can't not watch it twice if it's only 3 minutes.
Life is not too bad, Hyper.
That was so short.
Life's not too bad. Hopefully you're doing well too, my dude. Hopefully all is well.
It's so... I went off to do the dishes. I came back. I'm like, why is it over? Because I don't watch these beforehand, but I do record some of them. Especially so I can scrub back and look at credits so I can research them. Nothing in this video.
Nothing at all.
But yeah, I don't know where they got their the actual free images or whatever that they're offering to sell you or whatever.
I know, right?
But it's a Melbourne, it's an Australian company, Melbourne and Sydney. So like, where the hell?
Probably just got distribution rights.
Oh, so it might be an American video, although they paid to have this.
No. Probably some of the clips are. They probably just have distribution rights for some of the clips that they use.
Or they just stole them off the internet and that's why they don't exist anymore. Oh, that's something I didn't see any other time. They've got the tongue presser. I mean, if you want some medical shite for your intro, we can image bank it. We don't even have to pay them because they don't exist.
Who do we pay? It sucks though that we can't find anything because it would be cool to try.
Absolutely nothing. This might have to be something where when I get the next video ready to go, I'll have to research them again and see if I can push any further into the dark web of VIN numbers and stuff to try and find who does what. Goodness me.
Goodness me. We have an Imagebank master reel. This is 300, by the way.
Yeah, the next one's 301. Like, I would think there'd be a whole bunch of reels on here, but it just goes blank up. See, that's 301.
Waste of a tape, though.
I know.
Like, put them all on the one fucking tape.
I was thinking that as well. Like, that's a lot of plastic for 2 minutes. And if you when they take the tape out, I'd like to show the camera exactly how much film is actually on the reels.
Oh god, I never thought of that.
It's like millimeter. There's nothing there.
Really? That's actually just a specific...
It's a specific 5-minute videotape.
Wow,
what a waste of plastic.
Dude.
A complete and utter waste of plastic.
That is kind of offensive. That is actually offensive. Coca Media. Can you find anything about them?
Coca Media. No, I know about Cocomelon.
They did the soundtrack. They did the music. Coca Media.
Maybe I'll have to research Coca Media. I'll write that down.
Koka.
Koka Media. Koka Media. Maybe they still exist. I don't think I looked at that, actually. I'm going to take the tape out and show them exactly how much tape is on the tape. Yeah, go on.
Hold on.
It's so bad.
Can you see it in there?
It's got this huge spacer.
That is not the rewound side. That is...
That's the whole thing. Yeah. Like, you could count how many frames.
If I had $1 for all the frames,
I'd have about $5. Alright, our next video actually is a top loader, if you know what that means.
Oh, I love a top loader. Yeah, everyone loves a good top loader.
So this, video skills series here, you can, I don't think I need to... It's got copyright encoded by Macrovision. We all know about Macrovision, right?
I'm excited.
This is one of the tapes that they will show to you when you're at school, specifically like universities and stuff. So this comes with a booklet. We have the booklet.
How graphic is it?
You have to say man boobs. Remember that. It's got some hearts. Where are the hearts? We've got the hearts in the booklet.
Oh boy.
I haven't actually said the name of the thing. It's so boring. This tape is this
trash.
Fucking.
Well, I'm gonna hold on to the book.
Yeah, you read along, but we are watching.
Holy shit! This is so information heavy.
There's no pictures. Oh, there's no pictures. We are watching Identifying Cardiac Dysrhythmias, right? Right. This is a video that was produced by the Springhouse Corporation. They are from Pennsylvania, USA. We're going away from Australia for a little bit today.
Oh, God.
Basically, it's a nursing video that you would watch when you're learning how to do... When you learn how to do nursing.
Learn a thing or two about your own job.
If you want to identify cardiac dysrhythmia, of course. The company still exists. There was a whole bunch of these videos made up. I looked on eBay and they cost quite a lot of money because they're one of those things where they expect businesses to buy them. So they're expensive, but
worth a little bit of money then.
But this is
on a gold mine.
Oh, no one will buy it. But I mean, we bought it for $1. But the actual video is produced in Australia because this is a PAL version by a company called Nursing Books, which exists at 133 Ormond Road in Elwood, Victoria. I looked them up. They are now a Vietnamese restaurant.
Oh, cool!
And I want to go. Yes, when I was going to say when lockdown's down, I want to go eat there and get them to sign the tape with a silver pen.
That's so obscure and dumb. I love it.
And I thought because it's such a nursing video, I didn't think there was any use to looking anybody up or anything. So that's all the information I have about this. But I did I went on to Google Images and had a look at the front of the Vietnamese restaurant, and I thought, yeah, I want to eat there. But by using the 8-step method, it also demonstrates how to analyze EKG waveforms. If you're bored yet, press play.
How many goddamn years are we going to be watching this tape for?
It is only a half-an-hour tape, but it's going to feel like 3 years.
That's what I was afraid of.
I mean, take notes. We have to learn how to identify...
We don't need to take notes, because there's a fucking book here.
There's a notebook. It's handy dandy.
God damn.
Yeah, I love a video.
This helpful booklet highlights the key topics covered in your video cassette, Identifying Cardiac Dysrhythmias. As each topic is introduced on your cassette, its code number will appear briefly in the lower left corner of it. It would take longer than each segment to read the shit in this book.
Whoa, hold on. Here we go. S!
Well, but we do have a diagram here with pictures. It's labelled. It's all labelled.
Craig Classic said that last video was too short, so buckle in. This is going to feel like the rest of your day.
I want to go back to bed.
You'll be... But at least you'll know how to identify a dysrhythmia. I like the music, actually.
Just practice on me. Just give me a fucking heart attack right now and let me die on the floor.
This patient had triple coronary artery bypass graft surgery.
This guy.
Her post-operative
yesterday.
Recovery
this guy had surgery yesterday.
She has been progressing well.
He has been progressing well.
In her chest.
Now he's complaining about fluttering in his chest.
I don't think we can watch this.
It's only this bit. It's all good. It's going away in half a second. And 3, 2, 1. I already scrubbed through this video to make sure. It's all good. It's gone. Man boobs, Pete. It's gone.
Wow.
Do not reveal any significant change.
No significant change.
Has dropped from her usual reading of 140/78 to 100/60. Her heart rate has
it's medical. It's informational and educational. It's all good.
The classic sawtooth pattern of
atrial paying attention?
Flutter is seen on the bedside
to
monitor.
What?
Atrial flutter.
Is the development of this dysrhythmia life-threatening to the
patient? I don't understand.
If not,
where are we up to?
The dysrhythmia progress to what it is. Does this dysrhythmia indicate a developing complication?
Does it?
Intervention
I don't know. I'm trying here.
If so, what interventions are appropriate? This program focuses on recognizing commonly encountered dysrhythmias, beginning with a brief review of the heart's electrical conduction system.
This is riveting. Look at that CRT.
Between the EKG waveform and
correlation.
Okay, EKG waveform. Here we go.
It also discusses how to analyze an
Look
EKG
how he walks with the.
and shows you how to assess.
That's what I do with compasses, but I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just walking.
Patient examples are used to help you learn cause and effect relationships, which dysrhythmias are potentially life-threatening.
That's right.
And what treatment is needed.
What?
A dysrhythmia
He said
can lead
what?
to serious complications for the patient. Some may be life-threatening, while others may be well tolerated by the patient. and some may herald the development of even more serious dysrhythmias. Consequently,
this is only 3 minutes in, by the way. We're only a tenth of the way in.
In many patient care situations, it is
Assuming it's exactly half hour long.
Identify the dysrhythmia, rapidly evaluate its significance to the patient, provide appropriate interventions.
Is it 40 minutes long?
No, it's 30. It's fine.
Status after treatment. The central station or bedside EKG
Giggly.
monitor or registry
Giggly.
are valuable
Giggly.
tools that can be
Giggly
used
and
to
Lee.
identify
Giggly
Who's
Lee.
healthier?
But they do not take
Which one's who's got the healthiest?
I can't identify dysrhythmias yet, so I don't know.
One patient's hemodynamic stability, but may precipitate significant changes.
You know what has an effect on my hemodynamic stability?
Review of the electrical conduction system.
The contractile cells.
Neither do I.
Man boobs.
Man boobs.
This rhythmic sequence of contraction and relaxation maintains blood flow. The myocardial contractile.
This is one of those videos where you watch it and you take a sip of your diet soda, right?
Pacemaker
I'm so
cells
bored.
repetitively initiate
I hate
impulses.
this. Medical Day was a shit idea.
It's your idea.
Whose stupid idea was this?
I think next week I'm going to do Medical Day again.
SA node.
I got more videos.
Medical Day 2.
I had to make a choice.
Or AV node, the bundle of His, and the Purkinje fibers.
What's a Purkinje?
The sinoatrial or SA node is the primary pacemaker in the normally functioning
You want to see
heart.
my SA node?
It initiates electrical impulses from
You can
its
cut me
location
open and have a look
to
at
the right
mine,
atrium
because I just
near the
don't want to live
entrance
anymore.
Just listen to your
vena cava.
heart.
Conduction of the impulses to both atria occurs over
So
internodal
complicated.
pathways and results
Yeah,
in
this
atrial
is
contraction.
advanced stuff.
Why do we
Atrial
have this?
contraction pushes blood
Because
we
somebody
banned
else
yet?
didn't want it.
filling them. The impulses
Tell me we're
push the
banned, right?
atrioventricular
No, there's no.
AV
Why would we be banned?
at the junction of the
because
atria
copyright?
ventricles.
Oh no, there's
The
no
AV
copyright.
node slowly transmits the impulses
love it if
from
we
the
got banned
atria
for
to the
copyright.
ventricles,
It
allowing
would make me
time
feel
for the atria
accomplished.
to
No, it does say that I am not yet banned.
fill the
Yay!
ventricles with blood.
We're still live.
The AV node.
Let's
The impulses
let's
are
check everything
rapidly
else, huh?
conducted through the common atrioventricular bundle, the bundle of His, which
How have we not been
divides
banned
into
yet?
right and left
No,
bundle
no.
branches.
The amount of tapes we've already
The left
watched.
bundle divides
Yeah, I know,
into
right?
anterior and posterior fascicles. The microscopic
Oh,
fascicle.
fibers
What's a
receive the
fascicle
impulse
anyway?
I just don't care what a fascicle is, Rob.
and directly stimulate the
What
cells
is
of
the idea with
myocardium.
fascicles?
The result is a forceful, coordinated contraction of both ventricles and ejection of blood into
we have
the
ventricles
pulmonary
too.
artery and aorta.
Oh, I know what a ventricle is.
Well, I guess the
It's
fascicle's
the
the other.
different sides of the
opposite.
To the
iota.
heart by carefully examining the
To the
EKG
heart.
waveform. The electrocardiogram, or EKG, reflects the timing, amplitude, and direction of the heart's electrical activity. Remember,
Just listen to
the
the
EKG
heart.
reflects only electrical activity, not mechanical activity. The P wave represents atrial depolarization.
Wait, P-Wing? We play Mario
The
now?
QRS complex
No, never
represents
mind.
electrical depolarization of the ventricles.
My favorite is R.
The T wave indicates
I'm a QT fan.
repolarization of the ventricles. Other parts of the waveform are also important. The PR interval represents the
Although
time
R is
from
pretty
the
high.
beginning of atrial depolarization
I like it because it's high.
to the beginning
I like
of
to be the
ventricular
biggest
depolarization, when atrial
QRS
contraction
duration.
fills the ventricles with blood.
But QT
The duration
interval
of the QRS
is
complex
a cutie
represents
pie.
the amount of time for
Pie.
ventricular depolarization.
Pie.
The QT interval is an important time measure.
We don't have to
of
worry about
ventricular
depolarization anymore,
activity. It may be
right?
affected by certain types
I don't even know what it
of
fucking means.
and when prolonged, may
It means there's no more
indicate
polarization.
to significant heart rhythm disturbances. Now let's select
Cool? Is that good? I don't know.
This 25-year-old man had elective orthopedic knee surgery a few hours ago without
Elective. That means he chose to have his.
presently
Do not reveal his
dynamically
penis.
stable, which means
That's alright, it's
blood
just man
and
boobs.
Oxygen delivery to all body tissues is adequate.
Swear to God.
His blood pressure.
No penises on my stream,
He's
please.
conscious and coherent.
Can
His
I have a
urine
stream
output
out of
has
your
not
penis?
changed, and his skin is pink, warm and dry.
Penis cam would be
He's
hilarious.
comfortably and not complaining of any discomfort.
What?
But during auscultation, the nurse heard an irregular heart rhythm. She reported
What
this
if I get the
finding to
video
doctor,
about the Venus
who
too?
ordered a 12-lead EKG
That's for an
and a
After Dark
rhythm strip.
episode.
I can't wait for After Dark. I'll cut out those man boobs for the After Dark clip.
We just have to find somewhere we can do it. Once we find somewhere we can do After Dark.
Oh, I gotta... Okay, completely... I'm ignoring this video. It's just so fucking boring. I got a letter this morning from YouTube saying that they're updating their 18 plus things, which means they're totally... Well, basically, the letter said that they're totally fine with me doing it as long as I say that it's plus 18, and that they're doing more things to make it so that kids can't see it, but they still want me to put it up on YouTube. So all of our porno that we've been playing or games on my channel is fine. So we could move to
I don't think we could. Not with After Dark.
Not with After Dark. Not if you want to do Pokemon, but like the normal stuff, like... You know, medical penises leaking.
Yes, we can do YouTube specials. We can do...
If I find something that's a little too harsh for Twitch.
Well, essentially, just anytime you do, just hold on to it, because then we can have just a YouTube day.
Yeah, cool. It's just like, if I had held on to this for After Dark, it would have just been... Oh god, we didn't need to do a special for this.
No more man boobs.
No more man boobs. It's okay. I don't think there are anymore. I don't think. I mean, I didn't. I got bored like 5 minutes in. I did make sure.
I don't fucking blame you at all.
I did want to make sure with this one because I know it's pretty.
She seems extremely apprehensive.
I can't even pick it up.
Not complaining of any.
Look at her. She looks apprehensive.
Extremely
apprehensive.
Like, not just apprehensive.
P-wave is present, although it is difficult to
There is a clip in this video that I want you to put in the intro, by the way.
QRS complex.
What's that?
There is a clip in this video I want you to put in the intro.
Okay.
I'll show you where.
How long it lasts?
Half a second.
In the intro, I mean.
Half a second.
No, isn't it? Depends on as to like how long it before I take it out.
Well, you don't like the intro?
No, as in like put more clips
you'll love
it.
With another clip. Like with all this fucking tedium, you're gonna absolutely love this clip.
I better. There has to be something.
It is 0.08 second.
So, full disclosure, I don't usually watch the videos.
The rhythm is so
I watched this one.
And the end of the T wave is not
This one is bad, dude.
That's alright, we're 10 minutes in, we've got 20 minutes left. Oh, I like her! She's cool! Basically, they're talking about really important stuff, and she's just doing...
She's just
paperwork.
sticking shit to...
She's just sticking shit to shit.
Stickers
I think
in
she
a
picks
book.
up the phone at one point. Hold on, wait for it.
Because
Hold on, Rob's tedium corner. Bum, 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 no. Which way does tedium come from? Down. Look at it. 250 beats per minute. Hello.
So much to do.
Hello, this is Transylvania 65000. All right, yeah. Thyrotoxicosis, of course. Yeah, I just wrote it down. No, I'm listening. Really, I am. No, it's okay.
We're good.
I mean, seriously, we're trying to keep kids. We're trying to keep students interested in learning about sufficient time to fill of stuff. And this is the video they choose? I like her, I do.
She shows the mundane of the job.
I mean, it's already mundane.
No, but I mean, she's the only one who's done something so far that looks like I could probably do.
You could do this. You could be like, it's okay, Valsalva. Is that her name?
You what?
Oh, you're gonna put your finger where?
Exhale against a closed glottis.
Okay.
Other interventions include providing rest and reassurance, administering medications to sedate the patient, and administering medications that either slow electrical
Can I have some of them?
Yeah, can we get some like sedatives for the next episode?
Have you lost subscribers since we started watching this one?
No, I don't think I've lost any. I feel like, if anything, recently...
Because the chat has just completely died since we started playing this.
Yeah, no shit.
They're not watching anymore.
I don't blame them. This is terrible.
Nobody needs chloride just...
There's still 18 goddamn minutes of this thing left.
Maybe we need some chlorogenesis. It slows...
This patient... described at the beginning of
we're up to 5. I can catch up.
Catch up. Number 5.
After triple coronary
here we go. Found it.
Read it out.
P wave, sawtooth flutter, F waves.
I have one of those.
Is this really what we're up to?
Yeah. Number 5. Read it.
Analysis of a rhythm strip confirmed the dysrhythmia.
Atrial rhythm, regular.
Yeah, that's what we're talking
atrial
about.
Rate, rapid. 250 to 500 beats per minute.
But go on.
Well, I'm not a doctor or a nurse or anything like that, so I'm going to pronounce it however the goddamn fuck I want!
Tori, atrial or atrial?
6 to 1.
She's not watching anymore.
She's given up. I don't blame her.
The F waves are regular.
PR interval cannot be measured, so why do we even care?
Just in case it's cancer.
Ventricular rhythm irregular. Ventricular rate. Ratio of F waves to QRS complexes
atrial or atrial
varies from 2 to 1 to 6 to 1. Duration of QRS complex within normal limits. QT interval cannot be measured. Why do we?
Can't be measured because the T waves are not.
Who cares? I'm going to say it, however. I'm never going to say this word ever again.
Atrial flutter. See, we even heard it on the tape.
Atrial flutter.
Yeah.
Atrial.
No, atrial flutter.
A trial.
Look at this guy.
It's a trial.
Oh dear, this guy's got atrial flutter.
Oh no. AIDS. Pretty sure it's AIDS.
It's not AIDS.
Pretty sure it's AIDS.
That's AIDS emoji.
Pretty sure it's AIDS. Here's an AIDS book. Read about AIDS.
It is a serious arrhythmia. The changes in the patient's status are probably directly related to the atrial flutter rhythm and the resulting
check out that guy's
output.
Mullet.
Dysrhythmia is produced by the very rapid but regular firing of the SA node.
Rapid but regular?
An atrial rate of between 220 and 350 beats per minute.
Look at my ginger beards.
Since the AV
run your fingers through my ginger beards
this rapidly, the ventricular rate is usually only 1/2 to 1/4 of the atrial rate.
Wow, 1/4.
Flutter in a patient with
between 1.5 and 1/4.
None of that information is in the book.
That's why we've got to watch the video as well.
Fucking dot points that doesn't cover anything. It's so irrelevant.
I love that we have a book. I'm going to look for more with books. By the way, those dance videos, they come with little slips that have
no, that's more exciting than this.
Song breakdown of like where things come.
We might have to do them on YouTube though if they've got like copyrighted music.
Yeah, because at least they'll share the revenue or whatever.
Well, more so because if we do it on Twitch, we lose the VOD.
Yeah, cool. We can change platforms for that.
If these interventions do not convert the flutter rhythm, then synchronized
alternatively, we could just record them separately.
Flutter Rhythm was my cover band back in the... Here we go!
History of alcoholism.
You need this! You need this clip in your intro! Oh god! What is this? No, put that in my nose! Why do they leave his hat on? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, because it's got it tipped on the side, which is cool.
Yeah, you totally need that clip in your intro. That's
I'm putting that in there. That's hilarious.
I told you you'd like it. That's it. That's the excitement for the whole
I want to know all about his atrial rhythm.
Atrial!
Although narrow QRS complexes are seen, a P-QRS relationship cannot be established.
What about his atrial rate?
Well, his P-QRS relationship can't be
they vary
established.
In size and shape and have an
so we should go on his ventricular rhythm instead.
Yeah, because it varies in size.
Cannot be measured. The
it cannot be measured.
Also cannot be
Did you hear that?
The ventricular rhythm is irregular.
Measured. See, he can't even pronounce
he
measured
can't
right.
pronounce things. Why should we listen to him?
So maybe I'm right with my atrial.
Maybe.
Tori, start saying that at work. Start saying that at work. Pronounce it a trial and see how long people take to get mad at you.
I'd like to measure.
So how can you not measure something? Like, why can't they measure it? I'm confused here. Did they go
because
into
it's
that?
too irregular. It's a dysrhythmic.
Because electrical impulses reach
dysrhythmia.
Then why not call it dysrhythmic instead?
The response is very irregular.
Because the ventricular response is irregular. I remember, I barely remember, but I remember we were way drunk. We actually watched this video clip 10 years ago.
I have no recollection of this. At least the Meningococcal one, I kind of remembered.
My ex-wife walked in, and she's like, what the hell are you doing? And you and I said, well, we're trying to learn how to do cardiac arrhythmias. We'll learn how to do things after this. We'll be qualified.
Especially if the patient
sometimes I think
I'm a surgeon.
I'm a surgeon. Sometimes I think she wasn't so wrong in some of the things she hated us for. I mean, mostly, but like in that instance, yeah.
No, I can understand.
Yeah,
that's better.
Sweet booze.
That's the good stuff. Injected
That's why I
into
came
my
in the first place. Give me that morphine.
the less likely that a successful conversion will occur.
Epidural.
Is he actually out?
Oh yeah, he's totally out.
Holy shit!
No, this is real.
I thought this was acting!
No, this is gore. This is a...
Are we watching a snuff film?
Again? Robert's Filth Corner. Clear! Oh god! Wait, he jumped too! No, that's real!
That's really fucking zapping this dude!
Do we want him with his stupid cap on, or do you want to see him get zapped in your intro?
Oh god!
You get to make the choice. You can do one early, one later.
Whoa, that's far enough!
No, she's got a thing on, it's fine. Don't worry, I checked. Otherwise I would have said it was he. Man boobs. Man boobs is fine. Male nipples are okay.
Her vital signs are stable. Her blood pressure is 108/62.
80s
Her
hair.
apical heart rate is 64.
Hold on, let me just move your 80s hair out of your face. Why did you do your hair up with all this hairspray just to come in to get your heart checked?
It feels like there is so much left, even though it's only 11 minutes.
A QRS complex.
Oh, hold on. Did I say half an hour? I meant 2 hours. No.
The atrial
Well,
rhythm
I'm going
is
to take a
regular,
dump then.
But the rate is slow at 50. The PR
I hear that
interval is
after,
prolonged.
like during a dump, your
0.24
cardiac
seconds. But
activity
it is
increases.
constant in
We should totally get those monitors and just fuck around with them. And
ventricular rate is 50
The funny thing is, you say that, but I had one on me for 24 hours a couple of days ago, and I got drunk. I masturbated furiously.
Nice.
So they're gonna have all of that on record.
I would love to see like a timeline, and it's just like they've taken notes like.
I should have done the exact same thing so I could compare and assess.
First-degree AV block can develop in people with healthy hearts, or in people whose hearts have been damaged by ischemia, infection,
Listen to your
rheumatic
heart.
fever, or drugs.
Oh boy.
This dysrhythmia
What
probably
kind of
resulted
drugs?
from the anesthesia administered during
I didn't
surgery.
bring any with me.
Some
No
shrooms
doubt
might
it
make
will
this
resolve spontaneously
watchable.
as the anesthesia effects
Absolutely no.
No, it would make it horrifying,
However,
wouldn't
the
it?
Make it
patient must
absolutely
be monitored
horrifying.
closely during
You'd be
her
like,
recovery.
why did he eat the
If her
popcorn?
heart rate drops below 40 beats per minute, or
No.
her blood pressure becomes
People all
abnormally low
died.
because of the low
They
heart
got
rate,
digested.
They live on
doctor
in the
will probably
acid.
order IV
I
atropine
don't think they
sulfate,
can live in the acid.
0.5
The robot might
milligram
have
to
survived.
block the effects of increased
The android.
vapor tone.
Oh, perversions in
This 18-year-old
science.
patient has just been admitted to the hospital.
That's okay,
complaining of
she's
a
18.
fever and headache that have been present for a week, and abdominal pain.
A week?
The assessment reveals an
Abdominal
erythematous
pain.
rash and pharyngitis. During palpation, she
Pharyngitis
also
is a
complains
bummer.
of several
You can tell
painful
that's a real
shrieks.
nurse because she just looks
Her
done.
admitting diagnosis is probably
She looks
God.
exhausted and
rheumatic
done.
I like how
The
that's
doctor
a
orders a routine
thing only you would know
12-lead
because your
EKG.
wife's a nurse.
On the 12-lead, the shape of the P wave appears
Yeah,
normal
poor
for the
nurses.
most part. However,
Yeah, we
every
should salute
P
them.
wave is
Can we
followed
get
by
out the
a
pots and
QRS
pans and just bang them in
complex.
Tori's face to say thank you?
The atrial rhythm is regular.
Dang, dang,
It's
dang, dang,
like
dang,
how
dang,
in Britain
dang.
they did that thing where they had
that's what
everyone
I'm-
clap.
That's what I'm referring to.
It's the dumbest shit.
I saw one of their politicians was banging the pan, and it looked like a newly bought pan that he bought just so they could have that clip of him banging a pan.
So that's what you were doing when you woke me up. You know I'm not a nurse, right?
Oh, I was
The
thanking you.
QRS complex duration is 0.12 seconds.
We used to drink a lot.
The QT interval is 0.34 seconds.
Don't clip that. Please don't clip
Diagnosis of
that.
second-degree AV block has been made by the
We
cardiologist.
did though.
I still do.
This
It's
type of
bad.
second-degree block is called
Mostly when I'm
Moffitt's
here,
type 1,
but
or Winkebach.
We only have a couple.
This dysrhythmia occurs
What
when
did that say?
conduction
Did that say
time to the
wank
AV
bench?
node becomes progressively
I
longer.
want a wank bench.
Which explains
Mine's
why
down
the
in the
PR
shed.
interval becomes progressively
so
longer.
that I don't have to annoy my
When
wife.
the PR interval becomes excessively
Like she
prolonged,
would care anyway.
no
Right in the
ventricular
face.
depolarization occurs.
Hey,
Patient's
that's good.
dysrhythmia is
No,
a
no
direct result of
ventricular
heart
cold
tissue inflammation
depolarization.
associated with acute rheumatic fever.
I mean, if we just cut out some of our carbon emissions, we could
Can
deal with
also
that
accompany
depolarization
acute
issue.
inferior myocardial infarction
Maybe.
or digitalis intoxication.
We've got a long way to go before we can even think about that. Though.
Yeah, well, we have to deal with the digitalis intoxication first.
What number are we up to now? I'm confused.
Tori says
As long as
second.
her heart rate remains above 60,
Yeah, but she
and
said that ages
remains
ago. I think even
dynamically
she's lost
stable,
interest.
treatment is
she's
probably
dealing with
unnecessary.
Jackson.
Or maybe Jackson lost interest. I mean,
No,
he's like,
Jackson's in
fuck off, Dad! Your
He's
show
like,
sucks!
show me more of those man boobs.
This 76-year-old.
Oh no! Look how much she aged. She's been there for ages with this cardiac dysrhythmia.
The nurse looks the same though.
Yeah. She's got all the drugs to keep her young.
She's one of those lizard people.
Lizard people? She's like Nick Knight. She's a vampire that only works the night shift.
His heart rate is down to 54 beats per minute.
Not 54.
EKG is ordered by the
Here she goes again.
The P waves appear
Pick up
to be
that phone.
normal, although in some leads they are.
Oh, she went to the next one. Oh, that's three. That's three.
I still haven't seen any Diet Coke in this. It can't be that boring.
The atrial rhythm is regular.
Honestly.
Probably because they weren't sponsored.
It's so good.
The PR interval at 0.28 second is prolonged but constant.
Which is weird to me because I feel like if you're going to make a boring video like this, the first thing you should do is secure sponsors.
Secure the P-Waves at regular intervals. Brought to you by Snickers.
Well, it's more just like product placement is a legitimate way to like make money on these kinds of things, to make them cheaper to make. I mean, they probably spent a shitload of money
Take
making
a couple
this.
of Panadol and go to bed.
Exactly. Exactly. Just take that little bit of money to just advertise that one little
Like
thing.
even the folder has got written on Sharpie on it. No brand names.
No brand names.
It is a serious
I want that computer though.
it may progress to
Oh,
third-degree AV block.
maybe you can get one of the new ones. The new. Are you keeping up with the Commodore? Because the Commodore is keeping up with you.
Wouldn't be hard with my fucking slow ass brain. I'm still looking at chapter 5, and I don't even know what chapter we're actually up to on the video.
Atropine sulfate 0.5 milligram by
I look for atropine sulfate.
I love me some atropine sulfate.
Can't find it.
Hey, isoproterenol hydrochloride. That's a banana bag, by the way.
Oh, wait. Is that Mobit's Type 2 AV block?
That's right.
Oh, we're up to 9.
Read the
P-wave.
the thing.
Normal. No, we're up to 10 now. Sorry, skip it.
Okay, skip 10.
P-wave, present. No relationship between P-waves and QRS
They got
complexes.
no relationship?
Which, if we'd paid attention, we might understand what that
I'm
means.
paying full attention. His blood pressure has
A
dropped
trial
to
rhythm
90/60.
regular. A trial rate greater than ventricular rate. PR interval varies with every beat. Ventricular rhythm usually regular. Usually. But it doesn't say there's no but there. But no but sometimes.
No but sometimes.
No but sometimes. It doesn't tell you what else to look for.
Yeah. No but no but sometimes.
Ventricular rate less than a trial rate. See, I'm saying it wrong on purpose, just because I know it's going to irk you, just that little tiny bit.
Yeah. Pterosaurs weren't dinosaurs. Mosasaurs were lizards of the sea. Get on with it.
Spinosaurus was stronger than the T-Rex. We
was
know.
a fisherman.
We know it's true. He was just. Have you seen Jurassic Park 3?
And the QT interval is 0.44 seconds.
My watch just went off and said that I've been doing good exercise.
Congratulations.
Yeah, my cardiac dysrhythmia is fine.
Duration of QRS complex varies depending on location of block.
It thinks I'm exercising, so I'm getting drunk.
QT intervals.
That actually means bad for my cardiac arrhythmia, honestly.
Impulses originating from the AV node or bundle of His are causing the ventricles to depolarize.
Well, look,
bundle of His.
You're the one who buys, 8 point whatever percent ciders for us to drink.
Nothing else affects me.
And contracting independently of each other.
I remember being at that point too. I'm not there anymore.
That means you're stuffed right now, right?
I'm a bit.
I have one on the way. I brought one as a traveller. And I brought another one as a traveller home.
There's still more in the fridge.
That's for next week. Or like... Wow! He's got one of those portable Commodores I was just talking about.
I want one.
Is that silence?
I'll have to get back with you. As soon as possible.
He's
a 58-year-old man.
He's had
a what?
For over 15
Transurethral dissection?
Alright.
What's that mean?
I don't know.
Somebody in the chat, tell us what transurethral inception means.
Despite his health problems, he has
Nobody's
made
here
no
anymore.
to change his lifestyle.
We're down to -1 viewers.
His work is high pressure.
I'm not even watching, so that's kind of true.
Yeah, I'm watching.
I'm trying to read the book.
I want to know what transurethral means.
that his heart feels
Does that mean they
like
went
flip
down
flopping.
his penis to cut something
As
out?
the nurse examines
They
his
might
12
have.
lead
Did he just say
EKG,
flip-flopping as
she
an
notes
actual
that some
medical term?
waveforms do not have a
Flip-flop.
P-wave. The
Oh,
duration
that's going to have an effect on his urethral system. No P-wave.
These widened complexes are
Oh,
severe.
look, they circled it for us. Now we can
and they
understand.
have a bizarre appearance when compared to the normal.
That was the
size
R? Was it R?
No, it's the P wave.
No, but there was a different one before! It was like R or something!
No, it's P. The R comes after the Q.
The bizarre
But no, because we looked at it before and it was not P.
contractions or PVC.
Because I said QT was my favourite and you said R or T
Yeah,
or
okay, it might be
something.
the R spike. Who knows?
They're just making shit up.
It's just a bad video.
They've made this video just for people like us to watch and not get, so they can feel smart, because they know everything.
I like that the first video that you significantly hate is a US video, rather than all of our Australian bullshit that we've been watching.
Just wait till we get to your Deb. I'm gonna hate that.
You're gonna hate my Deb? By the way, I want to do on my Deb as a double feature with one of the ballroom videos.
It's gonna be like 8 hours long.
Yeah. We'll do it once a month.
Or if the PVCs occur more than 6 times a minute.
A minute.
We do have to watch Haunt again, though.
Haunt?
Haunt. I mean, we can watch
Isn't
Haunt again
that
as
like
well.
3 hours?
Haunt was like an hour, wasn't it?
Alright, let's
Because we double featured that with that festival.
Let's not do that. Let's do the.
We will watch that again.
Yeah, sure, but let's do the Forest Edge promo with Haunt.
Yeah, we'll do that
Forest
together.
Edge like a week after or something.
Forest Edge will have to be on YouTube as well, because that has absolutely got stuff that's blocked, because at least one of those bands was signed.
And doing a cover, one of the two.
Or a cover, yeah.
Jerks. In the name of God, I have the power.
With IV lidocaine if the patient is symptomatic. Especially in
Do you have some IV lidocaine I could borrow? I need some right now.
I have a UV light I could put on the roof.
Cool. Then you could see all the cum stains on my shirt.
I know, right? You should see. You could see all the cum stains on my shirt.
Don't come on my bat print shirt.
Too late.
Oh, but there's a heart that's been putting glitter in that pop, man.
That's what the part that I come on most.
Oh. I like how it's got a Uranus. It's my favorite planet.
Yeah.
It's an ice cream model of it. It's quite exciting. The flames didn't actually
we're
come
at
out
12.
very well on the print, because fire is quite exciting. But the fist, I don't really understand the fist myself.
Have you noticed that I've been wearing shirts relevant to us, like at least one of us, both weeks now?
No, I don't notice anything.
I'm gonna put my Donkey Kong shirt on next time. My Drunk 101 shirt.
Oh. What should I queue up with that?
That lasts briefly.
Oh, punch him!
Breathe!
Punch
Damn
him!
you! Breathe!
Is impossible to identify. Therefore,
We're
Impossible?
over half an hour, by the way.
nor the PR.
Maybe I was
fuck.
lying to you.
You are a lying motherfucker.
The ventricular system is regular.
It has to be ending soon, right?
I don't know, because I feel like we're up to 11 or 12, so there's at least one chapter left, I think.
Oh, that's only the first booklet. The other one's... hold on.
Oh, no! No! No!
Major.
See, I think, like, to someone who's actually studying this, or whatever, this is, like, good information. But for me, who just does not have any fucking idea what any of this means, and, like, the big words they're using just make me feel even more dumb, it's infuriating. Now I understand why dumb people are angry all the time. Because they feel inferior.
It may be sustained, or it
Yeah,
the bundle of piss? Did
That's
you say bundle of piss?
It's distal to the focal of the bundiant
Of piss?
If the rate is greater than
Can you defibrillate your bundle of piss?
I'll defibrillate your bundle of piss.
I have to pee again really bad.
You gotta wait till the end of the video. We only
I'm
got
absolutely gonna wait.
25 minutes left.
25 minutes left. I can probably hold it that long.
That's alright, we're halfway.
Halfway. It's gonna be a long couple chapters.
Yeah, they're the most important ones. That's why they're at the end.
So I'm assuming that each one of these chapters was about like a different.
Dysrhythmia?
Yeah, I guess so.
If ventricular fibrillation...
Oh, here we go. Last chapter.
Recognizable P waves.
The P wave is not recognizable.
How about your P wave?
The rhythm appears as a chaotic,
It's threatening to come out my penis right now.
Just put a bit of cereal up there. It's fine.
Fibrillation of a witnessed cardiac arrest is recommended. In other situations, cardiopulmonary resuscitation.
What about a trial rhythm?
Should be started
a trial rhythm?
And continue
trial
until
rhythm.
defibrillation can be performed.
Silly cat, upside down.
5 minutes if CPR is not started.
During this program,
I missed the kid shit.
See, kid shit is like purposely bright, colourful, and informative. Like, and it appeals to literally the lowest denominator in that kids are just dumb, and they need things that they can understand.
You'll be able to act knowledgeably, confidently, and appropriately when a patient develops a dysrhythmia.
I'd like her lipstick color as a ring on my penis. Video Skill Series, presented by Springhouse Corporation. They still make video series now. Good for them. Creative specialists, and as I said, because they are made for actual learning, the videos themselves cost a lot of money. I can't get any more, but if I can, I will.
Gee, I'm glad.
As I said, my gaming channel's been picking up. I'm getting some advertising revenue. Maybe I've got some spare cash.
First read Christmas stuff and Halloween stuff.
Christmas stuff is taken care of by religious shit.
Halloween stuff.
Halloween stuff, you wanted to have like depression and agoraphobia.
Phobias. It was phobias was the theme I was going for, because we don't have any actual Halloween stuff, because apparently Australians don't like Halloween.
No, we do not. That is the last VHS that I brought along.
We're done today?
If you want to be done, we can sign out. Otherwise, we can watch the Safety House video again.
I've watched that video so many times.
I think we should sign out. I think
we should sign out. That was a good.
It's 11 o'clock. It's
just
time
over
to go.
2 hours.
Change over to found footage and watch that instead.
We should first find somebody to raid.
All right. How about Shadow Legends? That's a bad
We should
joke.
definitely raid Shadow Legends.
Bad joke. Sorry.
Everybody makes that, especially like when Kraid raids people. We
See if you can. Oh boy,
that just made a noise, didn't it?
See if you can find somebody who's streaming something to do with medical bullshit.
Yeah, right. I'm not scrolling through.
Surgeon Simulator. Surgeon Simulator is a new Epic Game exclusive release. See if you can find someone streaming Epic Games Surgeon
Puka's
Simulator.
still alive. We could do Puka.
Yeah, that's what Tori watches all morning.
Yep, I know.
I don't know what that is.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah.
Oh no, Blake's live. We're gonna raid Blake.
What's Blake doing?
He's going to
Surgeon Simulator.
Play Zelda.
Surgeon Simulator, Pete. Keep it in with the theme.
Yeah, but these motherfuckers have supported me quite a bit lately, so I think.
Alright. Oh, wait, snow. Oh, it's gone. I like the snow.
The snow.
Look at that blue glow we get when it goes blue on your screen.
Oh, really? Hey, hold on.
Watch it. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
It's kind of nice. I should get you one of those Google lights that changes color.
Alright, let's get that raid going.
Raid!
I actually didn't change the credits.
Oh, from what?
From this.
Oh, it's always going to be keeping ourselves safe?
We're keeping ourselves as safe as can be.
Change it to cardiac dysrhythmia. Can you even spell that?
Nope.
Oh, here you go.
Some dumb fucking medical shit.
Good on you. Oh, boy.
Oh, look, it cut it off.
It's done.
Shh. So yeah, that's us for today.
With some man boobs.
With the man boobs.
I hope you enjoyed the man boobs.
I'm totally going to be deleting this VOD off Twitch so I don't get banned.
It's only man boobs. You got to leave it up there for those 12-year-olds searching out those random nipples.
I don't want to.
It's a shame, because on YouTube we can actually specify that bit and blur it. But...
Okay, the music is back on now.
Hey, what music?
Your music.
Oh!
It's alone. Hang on, hold the phone.
Do you want me to listen to it?
We can put it on.
Alright.
While we enjoy it.
Outro. Okay, sing along.
Well, it's going to be delayed. So it's not even going to sync up at all. It's been like a second between.
Bring you back.
Because I don't have a good webcam. So I use a cam through a Firewire, which Windows doesn't natively like Firewire because it's an Apple thing. And therefore we have about a 1.5 to 2 seconds delay on everything that we say. You may have noticed we're slow to the punch. Anyway, I'm going to mute the mic now.
I can't bring you back. My nose isn't full of yuck anymore. Oh. Have you muted the mic yet?
Nope.
End the frickin' episode.
Alright, thanks for watching, everybody.
Thank you.